I'm super excited. Um,
Whoop whoop.
let's see if there's
Learning.
anybody in there. Is anybody here?
I can't see anything, but
I
I'm on
can't
my
see anything
phone.
either. But I don't know where it says where users or like viewers are.
That would be on your end because I can't see the views.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just using an example. I was fucking around. I'm just not going to do that. Oh, there's Mr. Foz. Where does it say viewers at, Mr. Foz? Oh, 5 people are watching. I see. 5 people are watching.
Whoop whoop.
Sorry. Sorry. Oh my God, that was loud.
He's a big old baby. He's a big old baby. All right. I
He is.
am.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, Taryn. Hello, hello, Truthers Reborn. Oh my God. Hey, Elijah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
You're a good boy. Come see me. Come on. I know you want me to go. Okay, I'm gonna go look, guys. I'm gonna go look. So, did you send that link for me, Melissa?
will I what?
Did you send the link?
Yes, yes, I did.
Okay,
I'm checking in right now.
okay. I'm gonna go see what he's barking at. I'll be right back.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Oh, hello, Alyssa. Good evening to you. Is there tea? Maybe, maybe. Who knows? Um, doo. This is weird. I feel like Jay now. Mr. T, always. Okay. Doo. All right. Let's see if I can get this link posted. Ooh, I don't even know if I'm still on here. All right. Okay, yeah, I am. All right. Thursday. I love it.
I'm
Nope,
back.
you didn't miss anything.
There's nothing.
Not yet. I've been rambling.
There might be some tea. I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. You want to know the tea? Do you guys all want to know the tea? I mean, I seem to be on here, right? That's all you
you're
need.
the you're the vampire. You're the
And the
vampire. Come on now.
250-year-old vampire. Which is why it's so easy for me to travel to Foz's house to do this live.
Mm-hmm. Right. Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Anybody got any like big news?
Hello,
Anything you
Misty.
want to share?
How's everyone's day? If there's no
Everybody's doing good.
news. Oh my
Well, I mean,
gosh.
I suppose if you are watching this, there might be some trouble. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You can spell pregnant right, I suppose. I am not controlling that. Foz is having a good time over there, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
It is quiet. It's quiet right now. Is it quiet? You're quiet? What's quiet, Misty? Well,
It's
there's 10
awkwardly
people
quiet.
watching, so
We
oh,
must
he's
be
telling
entertaining.
telling JM to quiet. Yeah, there's 10 people watching, um so does anybody have any news? Anything breaking to share? I mean, I don't.
I got my news out yesterday.
Well, we can go here. Hello, Michael.
What's up?
Not too much. You're just waiting on the guest of honor. I don't know if anybody can tell who the guest of honor is, but we won't say anything.
uh,
Oh wait, hold on. We're not doing cameras here. All right, let's get the
You
cat out.
can if you'd like.
Oh no, I like the cat.
Okay. I like the cat too. The cat's pretty funny. We'll just have Michael Green's cat the whole time.
right. That's entertaining enough. There is some delays due to not remembering password. I guess I don't get it. I'm trying to figure this out.
So, are you telling me that receipts are may not be forthcoming?
No, like
Oh,
it's just something to do with the password to get on to this, and I don't understand it. Maybe it's the Google account. I don't know. I have no idea.
oh, because well, no, he shouldn't have to have anything. He should just be able to click it, put in his name. He doesn't need a password, right? You just click it
Yeah,
and put in what name you want to. Well, I don't know. Did mine? No, I think mine. No, mine didn't ask me to sign up with him. I don't remember.
I didn't
Somebody
need a
help.
password.
Oh,
Okay.
there.
Aha.
Oh
Hey.
Oh,
Sorry guys, I'm
I didn't
retarded.
even get to.
I can't figure this shit out.
It's
no,
all
you're
right.
good, Sal.
It's all right. Yes, there's an. Hold on a second. There's been a mandatory mask order for a while up here, and Walmart had is now making mandatory masks in all of their stores, no matter
Yes.
what,
Yeah.
starting Monday.
Starting Monday. Oh, well, Michael told me it was
Guys.
today.
Well, you guys could go to Walmart for the next couple days and not have to wear a mask,
No, I didn't know what they started.
or you guys just could make some pretty cool masks and just wear masks.
I'll wear my bandana. It's cool, you know.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. All right, hi Sal.
How
We've never
are you?
we've never met. I'm Holly.
Very nice to
I
meet
don't think
you.
we've ever met. Nope, I don't think we have. This is Michael and Melissa.
Yep.
Hello.
You know them.
Hello.
And Foz is backstage pulling the strings.
The
Okay.
puppet
Yeah,
master.
he's the puppet master. We just dance for him. Yep.
Okay.
Nobody glommed on to my comment earlier, so I guess it's not going to become a rumor. So that's too bad. So anyway, take it away, Sal.
Okay, guys. So here's the inside scoop. So on Sunday, I was added into this small group with Alexis, famous Angela, and Kat and Tia, and Paula was in that group as well. So they've been mostly rambling on and on. I've been just chiming in every now and now. But make a long story short, so as you guys know, Alexis has been complaining constantly ever since her tour, which
Right.
is, and she's just rambling on and on about all of her scars from her tour, and all the chemical burns and everything with her eyes. But as we saw in Kata Silva's live the other day, none of the other girls had that issue. And now all of a sudden she has all these issues. She has chemical burns. She has all these scars. Like those scratches could have happened from anything. Like I bruise easily myself, so like I bang my knee on anything. I bruise very easily. Could it have happened from the tour? Of course, anything is possible, but that all comes with the the, the extreme world and in the horror industry. That's where it all comes from. Me personally, I have never done an extreme haunt before, so I really would not know. Melissa, am I accurate?
I like yeah. I mean you've never done an extreme hunt, and maybe yeah. I think you're pretty good. I mean, just say what you want to say. In regards to the chat though. So
Okay. Okay, so going on and on, she has been talking about Michael and she's been talking about Melissa, and then she brought up the thing about at the party and how Melissa was chasing Dick around. Like, come on, like you really have to go that low, like really, like like I'm sure Melissa, you're very outgoing. I'm sure it was nothing like that. I'm sure.
I'm not even gonna worry about that. Honestly, it is what it is.
And
People are
so,
going to talk.
of course. And on a side note, she had brought up to my attention at the party that she had spoken to Alyssa and she had also spoken to Taryn about me that I'm not going to be getting a tour because Alyssa had made it very clear to Rhett and she made it clear to Grace apparently that I am not getting a tour because they don't think I can handle it, and Alyssa apparently had spoken to Anthony months ago about giving me a baby tour. So I have no idea what that's all about, but that's what she was telling me. And I actually had a talk with Alyssa today regarding that, and she had even told me that is not true at all. She's making up everything. So
So
like, and
she
go ahead.
so she said that all of this happened. That this conversation with Alessa and Taryn took place at the barbecue, the same barbecue where Taryn wouldn't say a word to her, right? That's what we're getting at, right? So he wasn't talking to her, but he was about your tour.
Did you hear him, Sal?
Uh-oh, did we lose him?
Okay, I'm here. Sorry, I had to take my dog pee. What's going on?
I think we lost Sal for a minute.
Oh,
There we are.
Okay. All right. Did you hear Michael?
He cut out at the last second. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, I was just basically saying it's just pointing out another inconsistency flaw in her story about how Taryn wouldn't say two words to her, during the barbecue, but yet she's apparently having this full blown conversation with Taryn and Alessa about you.
Correct.
So it's just more holes in the story.
Correct.
I want to speak on something real quick, Sal, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I'm looking through the pictures of the screenshots that you had sent.
Correct.
And there is something from Alexis I kind of want to clear up. I can send these to you.
Want to show a screenshot?
Yeah. I'm actually going to send them to you so that way maybe you can post them.
Yeah.
So that way I can talk about it with it being shown. So that way I'm not hiding it.
Will you send them to? I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna Facebook message you from a different name.
Yes.
If you don't mind. Okay.
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay. I need to find you first, but go ahead, keep talking.
There is something in that will clear up any confusions. You guys remember when Alexis said that the doctor said the contact saved her eyes or whatever?
Yes, to save her corneas.
Yeah, she said the doctor. Well, in that message, she says she thinks think that the contacts saved her eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was a misconception right there, and I mean, I don't know what was said in the group to be exactly. I know that, she can ramble on groups and such, we all know this, but I just didn't know if there was anything that we need to know that has been said about other people, or what's your thoughts on anything we don't already know, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you guys are already fully aware of that anyway. But I'm just gonna clear something up, and this message is going to Alexis and Angela. You guys need to keep your fucking mouths out of my business and stop bringing me into your fucking lives. I don't give a fuck what you guys do outside of Facebook. I don't care what you guys do with your own lives. Stop bringing me into it and stop bringing everybody else's problems to you. It's bullshit and it's fucking over. Grow the fuck up.
The thing is, the more she talks, the more shit that spews out of her mouth. All it does is poke more holes in her story. I mean, the size of the holes in her story would make Russ McCamey jealous.
Whoa.
The holes are that big. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god.
You hit her right on the nose, Mike.
So Melissa, I can't get my Facebook to like do shit when I'm on to the StreamYard, and I can't do anything from my phone to my Facebook. I mean,
Can I send it
it's
to Mr.
yeah,
Claus?
maybe ask him if he's having better luck.
Well, oh, I see. Hold on. I'll
Yeah,
just.
he said send it to him.
Okay, crud. Maybe this is it. Is it it? Yeah.
Because
Okay, all right.
apparently when you're streaming on your computer,
Mr. Claus. Can't find him because I'm on my phone and it only goes to people I've messaged. Good grief. All right, this is a catastrophe from heck. Yeah, and that's the thing is, there's a lot of people that, I'm going to be very honest, yes, did I enjoy the time I spent with her this weekend? Absolutely. Because she was, portrayed herself to be a good friend. We laughed and giggled and just, it was amazing, just like any girlfriends you would have. And, it's just sad to see her ruining so many relationships with good people over, things that aren't even relevant to a situation, that she's trying to come across. Oh God. Okay. All right. Hopefully you don't back me out. If it does, then oh well. I'm going to try to get this sent to him. Am I still in?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Oh, good. Thank you. All right. Maybe that works.
Sal, do you remember the chat with JM and Angela?
It's been a while. What is the question according to that?
I don't know. Just do you remember the chat with him and Angela?
It's been a while. I do remember the chat, but it's just been a while.
Okay. All right. I sent it to him.
That is JM, correct? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, not Pink. Truthers Reborn is JM.
Right.
Yeah. He asked something earlier, and I seen it about do we want to see Misty?
I mean, what is Misty pretty? Is she banged up? I mean, what's?
Oh. And Taryn, my vision is perfectly fine. I got the same saline. I don't know what happened there. It's just I didn't wear contacts. Gina didn't wear contacts. I don't think Misty wore contacts. None of us wore contacts but her. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you guys are saying Misty is not marked up, doesn't that just give us? Isn't that just a little more to say that she got it worse?
I don't know if Misty is marked up. Yeah. I don't know if
Misty is marked up.
She
has no marks now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, I had some bruises on my legs and stuff. It wasn't nothing major. It was to be expected. And I had a bruise on my chin. But that was about the extent of it. I had the little rough marks. I had red rings around my hands. But it was nothing, extravagant. It was just to be expected. I think I came out with after my first tour looking more roughed up than I did my second. But not saying that I didn't. It's just that's how I am. Right. I can fully head first bang into a freaking pole and not have a mark on my head, head first and something and not have a mark from it. That's the type of person I am. So for me to speak on everybody else, that would be kind of a little bit iffy because I don't know, but I know that I had some bruises, I had some scuffs, and whatnot, but it was.
And your eyes were pretty red the next day, irritated.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and my like they were, irritated. I woke up the next day and I had all this gunk, and I'm like, I cleared it out and I was fine. But I mean, it wasn't like I had perfect eyes from the very beginning. Yeah, I did have some pink haze over them and they kind of were irritated a bit the next day. And, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't understand it. And I don't understand why, she would tell everybody that, the doctor had, said that, oh, her contact saved, but clearly there in that message, it says, my eyes have abrasions, but not over the cornea. Think my contacts saved my corneas. So again,
Yeah.
things are being kind of twisted there.
So the doctor didn't actually say that. She says, think that.
According to that screenshot,
Yeah. Yeah.
did I ever
Hi,
document my
Savvy.
bruises? Um, Honestly, no. I mean, I don't document anything. I didn't. I mean, I think I took one picture of this gnarly looking bruise on my thigh for my first tour because Alexis was sending me pictures of her bruises and such, and I was like, I had this, but that's about the extent of it. So I don't know. It's just, and it wasn't even that bad. It was just like a light green after like a couple days, and then it faded away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily Savvy, I don't necessarily think it was premeditated. Some people just like that kind of thing. I mean, she has mentioned before that she marks up easily and she likes that she marks up easily, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's mentioned that to me as well.
Yeah, so it's very possible she likes that remembrance. Um, I don't necessarily think it was designed, you know, because if it was designed, her bruises look pretty bad on the first one, you know?
Oh yeah.
So
But
so if she's trying to prove some kind of point, unless she's trying to say that using those bruises and the pictures she have from this time together as one case, then I could see it. But I think she's sent them to enough people before her tour to actually like negate that. And but yeah, so her, I don't think it was, unless it was real fucking premeditated, like real premeditated, like before her first tour she was like, I'm going to show everybody. But why would she go back a second time if she was assaulted on her first tour? I don't think she would.
And how many
I
Yeah.
don't
days
think
was
I
it?
don't think
Only like 14 days, right? Wasn't it? Like only 14 days?
between.
Give or
No.
take. Give or take.
Wait, how many between her tour and the first and the
It
second?
it was more than 14 days because there was hers and then I think Nicole went. I think Taryn, yeah, Taryn and then Nicole. I don't know. My
And
days are
Michael,
lost.
right?
So it might
no,
have
Yeah,
been
and
a month.
Michael went.
So a month
yeah, no.
basically.
After Alexis's tour, there was Jeff, Taryn,
May 10th.
Nicole.
May
May
10th
10th.
to July
Yeah,
3rd.
Jeff, Taryn, Nicole, and me had went,
Yeah.
About
prior to
20
their
some
tour.
odd days. About 20 some odd days, give or take. Okay.
Wow.
I have a question for you now that I remember this, Sal.
Mm-hmm.
I remember your name being mentioned, and this was publicly. I'm pretty sure on one of the lives or maybe comments or something. It was whenever they were going all justice for yada yada, mentioning names. They were saying justice for Sal. Do you want to speak on that a little bit?
Justice for Sal.
Yeah, saying that
Yeah, because they say
Alyssa
that
used
Alessa
you.
fucked you over.
Yeah,
I'm sorry? What was that about?
Yeah, the Alessa used you, and there's justice for Trent, justice for Jeff, justice for Sal, justice for Orlando over Alessa doing some fucking bullshit shit to all you men and fucking somehow
Okay.
manipulating you all. And
I'm
yeah,
gonna say this briefly. Me and whatever me and Alyssa had, our problems, we're already working them out. So I don't know why everybody else is getting involved. and I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm just saying, like, yes, did I loan her money? Yes. Is she paying me back? Yes. She already started that, and it's that part is already over. Me and her have already worked the situation out, and it's getting worked upon. I don't know why Alyssa, I'm not Alyssa. I'm sorry, Alexis, and whoever else is getting involved. Like, enough. Get out of my
Agreed.
business.
Yeah. And that seems to be the general theme here. Alexis just needs to keep her fucking nose out of everyone else's business.
Exactly.
I do want to shout out thanks in case, for some reason she gets word about this. Thanks for outing my GoFundMe and running your mouth about it, because I got 2 donations since you outed it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry, people. If your bills are paid and you fucking got your bills paid, but you can't afford the luxury of going on Haunt, and you start a GoFundMe and people want to fucking fund it, donate to it,
And
then
help
that's
out.
their right
Exactly.
to help out and give their money however the fuck you want. Are you jealous, Alexis?
Probably.
Are you jealous
More
that
than likely.
she's got a GoFundMe going for something like this? I mean, go do it yourself. Nobody's stopping you.
GoFundMe's are quite easy to set up. I mean, and it's not like I'm lying and be like, my house burnt down and I need this and this and this. No, I'm being straightforward and honest. I'm just trying to travel the freaking world. Like, so be it. People have a choice. They can donate or they can't. I'm not forcing anybody's hand. I made it, and there it is. So, but I just want to say thanks.
She's not
And
out
Holly,
there promoting it either. What?
and Holly, I just want to say thanks, because I made you buy me a wig. Like, I asked you to buy me a wig. Thank you. Thank you so much. So much.
I know. I felt she twisted my arm. She twisted my arm, and she came all the way up to Washington and forced me to open up Amazon and go in there and order it and send it to her place. And then she went home and got it.
And also, wasn't the rumor
I was
that
traumatized. I'm her sugar mama.
Yes.
Wasn't there also a rumor going around that Holly paid for that ring you're wearing right now?
Oh, yep. That's what it said. Oh, she probably paid for that too.
Yeah, no. That's actually Melissa's late mother's engagement ring, and it meant a lot to her. When I proposed, I didn't have a ring to give her, not in a position to afford one, and she knew that. She wanted to wear that ring in remembrance of her mother, and, who am I to tell her no to that? Before Alexis to try to stick her fucking nose in and make judgments about shit that doesn't pertain to her, she can go die in a fire for all I fucking care.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves to die.
No.
Except for pedophiles and animal abusers. Okay? Nobody deserves to die.
I'm going to make a GoFundMe about that.
No, I'm not that generous, JM. I love so I don't know if my daughter's watching. I don't know if she's watching. She might not be subscribed to this one because this is the new one, but I feel like I love Melissa like she's my kid. Sorry, and she's young enough to be my kid. I mean, she's younger than my oldest kid. So yeah. So if I want to give her something, I will give her something. You can ask my kid. I'll just like randomly buy her shit, and she'll just be like, "What's this for?" And I'm like, "Because I wanted to fucking give it to you." And that's how I feel like that with Melissa, and I can't explain it. I know we've never met. We will someday. I'm sure of that. But
absolutely,
I can't explain it. But I don't fucking ignore that shit, So. Oh my God! Look at this. Wait, I'm putting this up on screen.
Lindsay, wow.
Yes,
I'm putting this up on screen. Sabotaging your interview with my interview with your drama screams guilt. You ruined this for everyone wanting answers. How pathetic. Okay,
we
really
wanted answers too.
Hold on a second. Let me directly address this. I did say I'm not going to put any more energy into you, but Lindsay, your group probably ruined that interview for you. I haven't been in contact. I reached out to Kata Silvas after they sent a message through someone else asking me to email them. Okay, asking me to email them, and and your group being revisited, because that's what it is. All it is about me. It really is. You sabotaged your own interview. Sorry. Like I didn't do anything. In fact, on the live last night, I asked them to stop talking about the Kata Silva stuff so that you could have the Kata Silvas could actually come on to your live tomorrow night and address those questions. So,
And in fact, I can debunk her theory. Mr. Foz, can you show that picture I just sent you? If he's paying attention, maybe.
and I will agree. Like Lindsay, I'll address this right here for everybody to see. I care about you. I'm worried about you. Quite honestly, I'm very worried about you. I would never have guessed you to be the kind of person that allows the kind of shit that's going on in your group, the kind of fucking just disgusting shit that's going on in your group. It's not. Wait, so did this make her Foz's stepsister? Wait, who? What? Whose stepsister? What?
What?
I don't know where that comes from.
I think did Foz go
Oh yes,
silent?
yes. Half sister. They have different dads, but I'm both their moms.
What?
I'm all y'all's mom. I'm all y'all's moms.
It's not that picture. I sent you another on Messenger.
Depends on what it's about, Melissa.
It's about the interview and why the real reason why it got canceled. It's the direct email that she received.
Okay. It's not like Lindsay. It's not. I mean, I know Lindsay she says that I was like a dog with a bone with Josh Owens, but the truth is she gave me all the evidence against Josh Owens after Josh turned his back on her. And but other than that, I think she has an amazing heart. And I think knowing that Alexis, I'm going to say this again, knowing what Alexis was about to do before Melissa went and did it, that Lindsay knew that was going to happen, tells me that, like, I don't know what's going on with Lindsay, but I don't think that she would have been okay with that. But at any rate, I'm not going to talk about Lindsay anymore. Okay. I addressed it with Lindsay. I'm not going to talk about her anymore. I'm not.
Okay.
She has a good heart, and she is deep down a good person that cares about the people that she loves. And I hope that she gets out of the fucking mess that she's in right now and goes back to her real friends. So at any rate, you can.
I sent it
I
to
don't know
you,
if Todd
Holly,
wants-
by the way.
Okay. Let me check. Because it's not. I can't do anything. I cannot do.
I know.
Where did you get that?
Do I have to say?
Well, it says where you got it from. So, I mean,
Oh.
whoever they shared it with, I'm not sharing it. I'm not sharing it because whoever
it says?
Well, it says. Go look at it again.
Okay, hold on. Hold
Yeah.
on.
I will. I'm gonna send you a message. At any rate, Kata Silvas told her, "Yeah, I got it, Karen. She's my daughter. She's my daughter. Foz is my son. Half sister. Yeah. Same mama, different daddies."
I can hear you typing. Doopy doopy doop boop boop.
Be quiet for a second.
You're fine. All right. Well, I don't know.
Hold on.
Oh. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So, but it's truth. We know the truth. We know the truth. So
yeah.
So it's just going to be that. So Sal, did you have anything more to share? I had to take my dog to go pee when you were talking before, so I'll have to go back and listen to this.
Absolutely.
Wait,
Trying to,
did you just say Anthony is? Did they just say Anthony is? Oh, do you hear him? 6'1" and 6'3". Go.
I'm taller than you. All right.
You're taller than who?
Melissa, check your inbox.
Hold on.
Wait, JM is 3'7".
Oh, okay. All right. That wasn't the problem. It says all right, hold on. Fix this. I don't even know if
Well, yeah,
it's even
you're going to have to. It's not. It's just. It's obvious to me in that screenshot,
bam. There
and
we
so.
go. Well, there we go.
I can't do anything if you send it to me. I can't do anything with the rest of my computer. So I mean, it's like my
resent it.
computer. I need a high tech. I need a high tech computer, like JM has.
Him and his high tech equipment and flashlights and everything else. I was like, "Where'd you get this massive flashlight?" And he's like, "Came with my tools." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I cropped it and I just sent
I'm
it.
like kind of concerned with this romance between JM and Taryn, but it's a little awkward.
You know, I always question Taryn a little bit, but
he is
now I'm questioning
right?
both of them.
Taryn is. Okay, so where are we at?
there is one more thing I wanted to add. I had saw that Alexis actually main targets are as follows, and I even told Melissa this. It is obviously Melissa and Michael, Alyssa, Rhett, Grace, and Sammy. I have that. I just gotta
Who's
find
Sammy?
that. Samuel.
Samuel Silvas.
Oh,
Samuel Silvas. Yes. I have that screenshot. I just gotta find it.
All right, yeah. All right,
So
there we go.
can everybody read
So-
this? You can read it out loud if you want.
Me?
You want me to read it?
Yes, you read it. You have a better voice.
Oh, that's not true. You all got your credit cards out? Okay. Anyways, I'm going to give you my dramatic reading. No, I'm not. Okay. It says, "Good evening, Lindsay. I hope this email finds you well. Well, per my last email, I said we didn't want to come in between issues with your page and the revisited page. Well, it appears that has happened. Witness and a few of our employees and supporters have been harassed almost continuously for the last 48 hours because of these interviews from what appears to be people associated with your page. I want to make this 100% clear. We do not blame you personally for this. We have seen no evidence of your direct involvement in this. You have been professional and courteous during our conversations, and we more than appreciate that. We have made the decision to cancel all upcoming interviews with everyone. Thank you for your understanding." There it is. Good night. Good night, Savvy. I don't know all of the Cata Silvis peeps. Salvation. I
You
know.
will. You will then.
No, I don't need to know any of them. I'm good. I know regret, atonement, witness, grace. I think that's all I know. Oh, rosemary, sorrow. I think
There
that's
you go.
I think that's it. I think that's
Oh
all the
my
ones I
goodness.
know, like that I can remember.
Hey, that's a good. That's better than your first round of it and being like, "That's it."
Yeah, I did add some. I could probably think of some more now. I mean, anguish, because we said anguish in a couple of lives, but I didn't know about that one. Quincy, Millie, Mama.
Yep.
Ha! She wants that dinner. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I can't. Yeah. I don't know.
It's totally
Yeah.
delicious.
I don't know who Grace is, and I don't know what you're talking about, Taryn.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
That is right. I don't know nothing about nobody.
Oh, now you're sounding like Gina. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, Holly. I just sent you a picture from my tour.
I can't do anything.
She can't do.
You-
Yeah.
Well, you'll see it after the show, but obviously you know who Witness is, and Grace is the other one in the picture. Don't worry, guys. It's a photo I was told I could share. It's all good there.
Are they naked? Are you sending me nudes, Michael?
Absolutely.
Of Taryn.
You just made
Oh
me
my
choke on my
goodness.
water. I don't want to see that.
Choke on this water.
Yeah. Every time
Oh
I
my
think
goodness.
about going to dinner with the Silvis, I think about Michael Green's tour. Oh,
Yeah, same here. Same here.
oh
And
wait,
I'm
is
just.
Frank gonna be nice to us now? I gotta stop for a second because Frank has not been very nice to us, and I don't like two-faced people. Frank has been very mean to me and Foz. So just gotta say, you can't come in here and be nice now. Call you out.
Oh,
At any rate, yeah, you do need just Grace for the whole family calendar. I said no. I think like Rosemary and Sorrow would be pretty hot in a calendar, but just them, just Rosemary and Sorrow. That's all you need.
I freaking love you. Jesus.
So, is there any? Yeah, pay me for just for talking to you.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna put this up. There's been no reason. But there's been no reason. You've never talked directly to me at all, Frank. But all right. You can think I'm an asshole. I prefer to call myself a cunt. So there you go. You can call me a cunt. You can feel free to call me a cunt.
I love the word cunt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. But is she not?
Yeah.
Is she really?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. No, I'm gonna be a fucking okay. Great. I'm gotta resign now. Sorry. Gotta resign as CEO. I'm a fucking sicko.
Oh my goodness. So I guess yeah, this has just become a
Melissa, do you have
banter
any
of the
other
night.
questions for me? Or are you just gonna inbox me if you have any other questions?
I mean, I don't really have any more. I mean, if you know of anything that kind of needs to be shared that's not already common knowledge, you can feel free to share it.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through right now.
You're fine. Michael, do you have anything?
I got a lot I could say.
Go ahead,
but-
lash it out, brother.
Okay, let me go ahead and clarify my statement from earlier. I don't wish death upon anybody, but there are people whom if I saw on fire, I wouldn't piss on it to put it out.
I would. Sorry.
And I'm sorry, you fuck with me and my family, you cross a line. I'm not as forgiving to that shit as other people are.
No, yes, you're right. You fuck with my family. You are right. You are right. If somebody fucked with you are right. You are right. But I mean, they'd have to fuck with them in a way that was like, I mean, this is bad. Yeah, if somebody was fucking with my daughter, like they're fucking with Melissa, or like anybody's fucking with Alessa. Like I don't know about Alessa and anything that she's done to anybody, with anybody, what Trent's story is, what Jeff's story is. Now we know Sal says to shut the fuck up and keep him out of it. I don't know any of their stories, but if they want to tell those stories, that's up to them, not up to Alexis.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
That's
And
Totally.
and the stories aren't just being told in private groups either. She's got people going on their public page that has nothing to do with any of these groups, just blasting the shit out of us. And I'm over it. That there's no place for that kind of shit.
But it's kind
Especially
of
when
funny.
it's entirely unjustified.
It's kind of funny though because she thought she was going to out my GoFundMe to make me to be a bad person, and I got 2 donations. Woo!
Yeah, she's just being. I mean, she's being petty. She's being petty. Not everybody has the money to do everything that they want to do, and it's a want, not a need. That's for certain. She's not gonna fucking. She's not gonna go skip her fucking rent or her fucking, feeding her kids for a month to go do this shit. So
Exactly.
she's saying, hey, if anybody wants to help me out, help me out. And if not, then not. She'll live. She just wants to do it, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that. Pink Dagger said, can you explain just one more time what he said? If not, I can rewatch when this is over. Who said Pink?
Sal, I think.
Michael or Sal?
I
Wait,
think it's Sal.
In regards to what?
I don't know. We'll see, Megan.
I think she's referring to what Alexis was saying in this group that you were in.
Pink. Could you clarify what he said about who? Oh, can Sal explain just one more time what you said earlier? Okay, is that what you mean? What you said earlier? What, Michael? I have no idea what. Okay, I don't know what she's talking about at this point.
Regards to what, though?
We might have to slow down and let her just write one sentence.
No, she's referring to when you were talking about things Alexis was saying in this chat that you were briefly a part of.
Oh, okay.
She's wanting you to reiterate that. I guess she wasn't here for part of that.
Okay. Right.
It was just regarding that Alyssa was getting me and Alyssa had I lent her an amount of money, and we're working that out. That's really all that it was about. And also at the party, apparently Alyssa told Alexis, and also Taryn also told, apparently, that I will not be receiving a tour at all, which is false information, because I already have spoken to Cadis Silvas on numerous times, and they were supposed to get back to me later on in the week regarding my postponement of my tour. And Alyssa even clarified with me today, stating that my tour is still on. My tour was never canceled. So that is false information. That's really all that was about.
Are you scared?
Nope.
No.
Not at all.
Can you tell me the motivation? I know that this is probably not what we came here to do, but I'm very curious. Can you tell me the motivation behind doing something like this for you? Like, what is it in you that wants to do this?
I want to test myself, see how far I can go.
Yeah.
To see what fears I could overcome, and as of right now, more likely the adrenaline rush. I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah. Have you ever done anything like this?
I have not. I've done boo haunts. I've done other haunts, but I've never done an extreme haunt before.
Hey, Michael's never done one, so
I was supposed to do McCamey Manor, if you guys remember.
I think so. I think that quite a few, starting with Melissa. There's been quite a few people that have been brought over to the not so dark side. I mean, it's still the dark side, right? But it's not as dark. It's like the
technically.
It's the 50 Shades of Darker.
It's the dark. It's not so dark. It's just not so dark. It's not McKamey Manor dark, but it's pretty fucking dark. No, it's darker than McKamey Manor. It's just legit.
Holly, I'm gonna shove you in his hole.
I do not want to be part of his hole. You had no part of bringing anyone over? Okay, that's cool.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
Wait, what?
No, it's okay.
I'm confused. Now I'm
It's
lost.
just JM trying to get recognition. JM, stop trying to be relevant. I'm relevant, Silvis.
I'm missing something. Oh,
No, never. Just never mind.
Thank
It's not.
you All right. Come on, JM. Come on. I may have like snapped freaking hardcore at you, but come on.
I know
So,
that,
so
Taryn. I know
Misty,
that, buddy.
Misty had never done it either. And no, Relevant Sylvis is me. I am Relevant Sylvis. After I marry Grace, I'm not Relevant Sylvis. I'm not marrying Grace. It's a joke. He's my new boyfriend. I didn't say that. So Misty never did it before. Was Misty into anything? There you go. You're irrelevant, Sylvis. Did did Misty ever was Misty ever into anything like this before? Was this like something that you just like? Did she like boo haunts and stuff like that? Because I don't like any of that shit. So I don't even know why I'm even considering this shit.
Do you like
I don't
scary
know.
movies? Do you like scary
No.
movies?
No, I
But
don't.
why? Are you scared?
No, scary movies is like I watched no, I watched The Conjuring, and I was telling Taryn this the other day. I watched The Conjuring because I asked in the old ES group for people to give me like I used to be terrified of watching movies, and I used to watch scary movies with my daughter because she wanted me to, and I would like hide inside my hoodie like the whole time 'cause I didn't want to watch them. So I was like, I got to get over this, right? I just have to get over this because I don't fear many things anymore, but I don't want to watch scary movies. So they had The Conjuring. That's the one with the fucking Elizabeth and what's his face Warren, right?
Yeah.
And they go into this house where these people anyways, so I was like into it. It was creepy and it was kind of like, oh yeah, it's kind of creepy. Not really scary, but then this real cheesy part came on when she was trying to exorcise the demon from the mom, and it was fucking the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. And I guess that I'm just like too analytical. But that's not true because I can watch motherfucking Game of Thrones and have temporary suspension of disbelief by watching dragons flying in the sky, but I can't like watch somebody like do a cheesy exorcism ritual and be like, yeah, that could be real. Like I don't know what's wrong with me. So hey
I've
Jess.
watched. Oh, go ahead. I just wanted to add that I have watched like 40 minutes of The Lord of the Rings now, the first movie. I'm making progress.
Yeah, and then she fell asleep.
The Lord, yes, okay. No, Alessa has no power over CS, regardless of
No
what Cuphead
power.
thinks. Never have, never will. Alexis
That's
shouldn't
correct.
have said that crap to him. It's mean. So Alexis told you, Sal, that Alessa says your tour was off.
No.
No. Who said?
Alexis
Who
made
said?
that comment. Alexis
Okay.
did.
Oh, okay.
Alyssa
Okay,
never
so-
said that.
Okay, but did Alexis say she said it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So okay, then we're following. So anyway, so I don't like scary movies. So I watched that when I realized I wasn't that scared, but then I haven't watched another one since. But I am afraid of being afraid. And that's probably why I don't watch scary movies, because I am afraid of feeling afraid. Does that make sense? I
Oh,
fear
it does.
fear itself. Yeah. So I used to be terrified of spiders. I'm not terrified of spiders. I give them an extreme haunt tour myself when
Spiders are lovely, though.
I flush them down the toilet. I've
Taryn.
never been afraid of snakes. I've never been afraid of snakes. I have a couple fears, and I'm not going to say them. And either are Michael and Melissa. I have a couple of very irrational fears I realize they're irrational, but they fucking creep me out. And I mean, they would be like Kata Silvas would be going, really? Really? But if you want to make me like really fucking cringe, these would be the things that would make me really cringe.
Absolutely.
But so
It's
I'm not,
awesome.
but I don't like I don't like haunted houses. I don't like jump scares. And I don't like, but I haven't been to one in so long. I don't even know that I could get scared from them. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm numb to a lot of shit, but I kind of want to try. But okay, so hold on a second. We're Karen's rewinding. Let's get back to right. Right? I said not off. Sorry for the typing miscommunication. Alexa said that Alessa said Tap Salacious tour got canceled. That's not true. Okay. So is that all cleared up?
I
Okay,
think so.
that's all cleared up. But yeah. So Misty had never been into any of this before, but she went. What was the motivation, Misty, of going? If she wants to answer. But Pink, I feel like I can't get scared. Every once in a while I get scared when I'm walking my dog and he sees another dog because one time he pulls real hard and he weighs 135 pounds. And one time I wasn't really paying attention and I didn't have a harness on him at the time, just his collar. And I wasn't paying enough attention. He pulled me down the fucking road. So that scares me every once in a while because I've got him under control now. I've got like reins on him now, so he's like,
Excuse me,
but
sorry.
it's still scary. That's okay. She went because of Nicole. But even though
That's
Nicole didn't end up going, she still went through. That's pretty awesome. She told Katie that she would go if Nicole went. Nicole signed up, and Misty did it because she was a friend of Nicole's.
Yes.
that's a whole
100%.
new can of worms.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's all on them. I don't know where that's going, but so and that's terrible. And quite honestly, JM, if you guys I always say, and that's why I said, like, I will say this to everybody. If somebody can acknowledge and own what they've done, then I will use Josh Owen's word here. They're redeemable. You know what I mean? No matter what they've done, if they can own what they've done, they can really truly own it and acknowledge it and be remorseful for it. There's always a chance to give a second chance.
Word.
Now beyond that, if there is, I don't know. Like if they can be redeemed, if they are actually redeemable, then I mean that's up to them.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of got to want that and accept responsibility for the shit you did,
Own the fuck up.
Yeah, own the fuck up to what you did.
Yep.
I mean, even like I'm quite serious here. I don't think I'm not gonna say like that Alexis is beyond redemption or whatever. I don't even think that was what salvageable is what Josh Owen said. Sorry, not redeemable. Salvageable. Like she was garbage, but it was okay because he could save her. But that's not what I'm saying. Redeemable is like because you do something and you have to redeem yourself sometimes. Alexis,
Absolutely.
if she got out of those people out of her head, she absolutely would be redeemable.
And I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this: if she would have just made the 39 minutes, we would not be in the situation we are now.
You think that too?
Yep.
A lot
I
of
think
people
that's
think
a pretty popular opinion.
Yeah.
Look, I get it. You're upset that you didn't make it. I get it, and I'm sure Melissa's the same way. I would be the same way, but would I take
like
it out
if you
on
don't
other
make it.
people? No. I'm just saying, like, if like anybody that doesn't make it, I'm sure they're gonna feel like down and out. But like but me personally, I'm very competitive, so like I would make it a point to make it. But everybody's different though. Everybody experiences things differently than everybody else.
Well,
Okay,
I'm really
Sal, I have a
afraid of.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely, go ahead, Mike.
Sorry, it's just a quick one here, and this is one that's been asked around quite a bit to other contestants, and now to get the insight of somebody who has yet to go but is scheduled to go. If you go to your tour and you fail, I don't want to say fail. That's too harsh a word. If you don't go the full 3 hours, okay, because I am in agreement that anybody who signs that waiver and gets loaded up has, they earn the same respect as somebody who goes the full 3 hours. But if you don't make it the entire tour and you come out of that with the same, I'm just going to call them marks on your body that Alexis has, what would your what would your response to CS be about that, or would you even have a response to CS? Would you be mad at them? Would you be mad at all?
I wouldn't be mad at them because this is what I signed up for.
Fucking A. Thank you, sir.
I'm knowing that I'm gonna get bruised up. Like it's just part of the territory. That's all that is. Like
I feel like if I went and they put me in like in a pit of puppies, I would be so terrified.
pit of puppies.
Yeah,
What is wrong with you?
I would.
I'm
snuggle
giving
with
them
all of
ammo.
instantly.
How about
I just don't
of
want to be
abused
like.
puppies?
I do not want to be in a pit of like cuddly golden retrievers. No, thank you.
What?
That
I
sounds
think that's
horrifying to me.
whatever. Whatever.
I also do not want to be hand-fed grapes. That would be gross. I do
By
not like
Grace.
that at all. By Grace, or mostly by Grace, but yeah, and you can stop anytime if it becomes too much. Like there's no like they're going to respect it. Like this is the thing that I saw, and like since CS is not going to do interviews now, I'll talk about it. I guess the thing that I saw that was really quite, and I watched it over a few times. I know that Taryn, if you're still listening, or watching, maybe like this can be something, or any of you that have been through it that I can understand. When you're being like held by the chin and the jaw, are they doing that pretty tight? I mean, is that a pretty firm grip?
In my case, no. I had that happen
No?
a lot during my tour, and I
So
had
there
not
was
a
no
single
way
bruise
that
on my
could
jaw.
have left marks. Well, because because Alexis had marks on her jaw, and she bruises very easily. But from what I saw, it looked like but that doesn't mean shit. He wasn't holding her around the neck.
But she could have banged her jaw at any point during the show.
Right.
She was fighting back a lot.
But this is the thing. This is what we saw. This is what I saw. When I watch it back, of course, like it's hard. I was watching it on my, my like 38 or 36-inch TV, so I was able to get up there and fucking look at it, right? I don't think I can actually zoom up on that. Elijah, get up. Get up. Come on. Come on, baby. Get up. He's just staring at me. Just so creepy. He's so creepy. No, go. Then go eat. Go eat. That's how I get him out of my room, is tell him to go eat. Go eat. So if he is so I'm looking and I don't see any marks on her chin or her neck area. None at all. And burns, whether you burn yourself with a cigarette, if you put a cigarette out on your skin, I've done it before, I've had it done before, it will leave an instant angry fucking red mark. It's not going to be light pink that then turns. It's going to be instantly angry because your skin is traumatized and it's immediately sending blood cells to fight that trauma. Okay, it might lighten up and then blister and stuff like that later, but it's immediately. Plus, it's going to be filled with black fucking ash. Yes, you can dump water and wipe that off, but so I hear, oh, he burnt her before. Well, if he burnt her before, okay, and I agree. But if he burnt her before, we would have seen some angry redness, like even without the black, angry redness. But after he had grabbed her by the chin, and I saw when she was talking to Rhett, I see this light pink mark on her that looks like a welt on her chin that I'm thinking could very well be from his hand gripping her. But that doesn't mean shit.
No.
It's if she marks easily. I have a friend that can barely scratch her arm, just barely take her nails over her arm, and she gets angry fucking welts that take hours to go away. They don't ever mark; they just welt, because she has really sensitive skin. And so and she said she marks easily. So, but the shock collar was not on her chin there. It was never on her chin right there. It was on the front of the chin, but the other side. That was it,
On
the
those
shock collar was on
shock
the other
collars
side.
though, it does not give like an overbearing shock. It's just
No.
like a quick shock, and
Yeah,
it's
I know.
not.
It's like what a dog does. It makes you.
Yes.
It makes you twitch. You
And the
know.
reason I know that is
Okay.
because
We have a receipt.
me and my friends in high school used to use my friend's Black Labs shock collar, and we just used it on ourselves, just because we were stupid. We were young and
Right.
stupid, and that's what we did. But it was
Yeah, and
nothing like overbearing.
so I see this. I don't see any evidence that Taryn burnt her, put his cigarette out on her neck,
No.
drug it across her chin, put it out on her neck, like she said. I don't see any evidence. Of course, I don't see any evidence. I don't see Taryn come in the room. Taryn tells me he came in the room, and the first thing he did was fed her a cricket. Now, but CS could play a little bit, a couple seconds longer, and show Taryn enter the scene, and that would clear all that up. But what really got to me is when there's four places that got to me, three places maybe. So one was when she's talking to Regret, and she's saying, I don't know what he's saying, and I haven't been able to figure it out yet, but I will. He's saying something to her, and she's saying, I don't know. I just didn't want you guys to think I'm fake. And it's obviously has something to do with all this drama, right? Maybe Rhett shouldn't have been there, but he was making her, his name is Regret, right? He's
Correct.
making her
Right.
fucking regret something. That's part of this fucking game. And then, what the next thing that got me was when she's in the fucking tub, she's not wearing handcuffs. The other contestants, it's of my understanding, ever been in the tub, they're fucking handcuffed. Okay?
Me. I didn't get that stall period. I didn't get the grace of being able to be free. I literally just did what I was told in the freaking bathtub, and I didn't bitch and complain about it. Yes, I hated it, but I did the damn thing.
Well, I mean, I would fight too, but she got her handcuffs taken out, and then she said, "Ow, my shoulder," and we're not going to go. We're not going to go either. We're not going to go either with or against, whether her shoulder was really out or any of that stuff, because we don't know. But when they stopped, when she said, my shoulder is out, they stopped. She did not have to say, I quit. And they didn't take that as a quit. They stopped. I guess witness pulled her arm back in. And then as they were talking to her, there was somebody standing behind her with their hand on her back, comforting her. Come on, guys. These aren't fucking mean, fucking cruel assholes. These are actors. And when the actor got to, hold on just a second, Foz. There's a picture you were sent.
I do want to touch on something.
Colvin. But let me
Yeah.
finish. Let me finish
Okay.
the rest of the way. So then the next one was when they were doing her fucking eyes, right? And they're saying, don't let her rub them, because the saline, the dry eye saline, you put it in, you rub it out, it moistens your eyes. It's not meant to be left in your eyes. Is it going to kill you? Is it going to blind you? No, but it's going to hurt you. But on the back, it's going to fucking burn. And on the back of that package, it says, very first thing, do not use with contacts. Okay? That's why she wasn't supposed to wear contacts. And one of the reasons.
She signed the waiver agreement.
Yeah, she did sign the waiver. And then the next thing is, they said, immediately, she says, it's fucking with my contacts. And they say, why do you have contacts in? So, like, if they knew that she has contacts in, nobody would say that, right? And immediately they take them out.
That Katie said that.
Hold on just a second,
Katie
Sal.
knows.
Yeah. She says that. Hold on, I'll address that too.
Sorry for interrupting.
So then the next thing is Grace comes up to her. She's quit and she's crying and she's mad and she is so angry. And he comes up and he's holding them in saline solution. an actual saline solution, right? In his hand, and he's saying, this one's your right one, this one's your left one. I have them right here, because she thought they were going to trash him. And she was like, I can't see without my contacts. She thought they were going to fucking throw him away. So she was like, I quit. Please don't throw my contacts away. I cannot see. I'm blind. But they weren't gonna, and they were so fucking comforting to her. You know, they weren't like cruel. They weren't mean. They weren't being spiteful or anything. They told her, guess what? Got good news for you. You're the last one standing. But it wasn't good enough. She beat the tour. She beat the regular 3-hour fucking tour. And she set a record, didn't she?
Yeah.
So that, I mean, like, that to me is like saying that those people were like fucking cheering you on. Do they make it harder towards the end? Yeah, they do. They do. Because, like, why wouldn't they make it harder? I mean, they don't want you to tap early, but they also don't want everybody to be able to beat it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that
But here's the problem is the freaking abuse, like Karen said, the abuse and everything that, you know, the pictures and stuff aren't even being addressed anymore now. It's just harassment, blackmail, slandering. It's all this shit. She's resorted to, oh, well, that wasn't good enough. Let me interfere in personal life. Bullshit. You know, and it's like, whoa, you know, I can understand if you're sticking by your point, but she's going so far off her point now. None of it makes fucking sense.
Right. She's not addressing any of this stuff now. It's all the drama. Right. And Salvatore, I had said it before. I talked to many, many people about this before. You know, on my group, somebody was arguing with me about, but there's proof that they told Katie that she was going to be wearing contacts. And I said, it doesn't matter when you're standing in front of these people signing an NDA or signing a liability waiver that says, I agree to remove my contacts, and you don't say, Katie told me I could leave them in, then you and you sign it, you're agreeing to take out your contacts, right? So there should have either been a note on there that said contestant needs contacts to see, so we're leaving them in. Then they wouldn't have done shit in her eyes, right? But she's just saying, oh, because I told Katie in a group chat, then that means that Katie said, yes, I could. So that means I can. But when the waiver that you're signing take precedent over any previous conversations.
Exactly.
You can have a conversation with somebody about going bungee jumping and say, I'm going to do X while I bungee jump. And they tell you, and it's somebody from the company saying, yeah, you can do that. But when you get to the bungee jumping and you go to sign and it says you can't do X, you better not fucking do X. Right? So or if you say, hey, I know it says here that I can't do X, but I'm still going to do X. Is that all right? That's what she should have done. That was her responsibility. Completely.
Yeah. And I agree. And, you know, I can also vouch for what Pink said here with, you know, she said in the conversation she was going to wear costume contacts, and they were going to be very defiant that, you know, you could tell that they were going to be, you know, fake contacts, obviously, because they weren't going to be like real fucking colored. You know, nobody's eyes are that fucking color. And that's one thing, you know, I can vouch for. Like, she said that, you know, in the chat, yeah, I'm going to wear, and she asked for the link for the costume contacts again, but she didn't wear anything that nobody could even recognize, even if they tried, you know. So I don't know. And it's just irrelevant because it's not just one person's responsibility. She should have signed the waiver and stated that, you know, she was wearing contacts, or at least taken them out.
Between that and the sunburn thing, she should have wrote down too.
She should have disclosed that. Yes, she should. So
and for her argument
hold on
against that, okay.
JM, not going to show that picture. Not going to show that picture. Ecstasy is not bad. Totally do X. All the X and all the Molly and all the mushrooms and all the acid. Sorry. I'm going to get in so much trouble. This is not my channel. I'm just joking. Drugs are bad. Okay, but there's other people in there's other people in that picture, so we're not going to show it. But she was sunburned badly.
Not all drugs are bad. Not all drugs are bad.
Shush, all drugs are bad. All drugs are bad. But no, I do know, JM, she had a bad sunburn. And that sunburn on her shoulder, that mark on her shoulder, she was peeling Okay, and when you're peeling, if you put wet clothes next to it, wet clothes that are like starting to dry and starting to rub, you're going to get some friction burn. And the vinegar, pure vinegar can irritate a sunburn. It can also soothe a sunburn, but it should be diluted.
Correct.
But I still think because she was in that bathtub.
Stop.
That bathtub didn't contain any vinegar in it, and that bathtub was water. So therefore, even if it would have been straight vinegar, which it deemed it wasn't straight vinegar, that would have just washed away all of that anyway. So it wasn't like it was a long-term thing that was on her. Because when she made the claims of the vinegar being on her, she was telling us that, during the bathtub, they were throwing like buckets of vinegar on her. Well, in that bathtub, there was water in that bathtub. So it would have ended up being diluted.
I didn't see any buckets of vinegar getting poured on her. I saw bottles from them picking up stuff and because it's if like, you can't come to the water, we'll bring the water to you. Because she was like fighting going in it. I didn't see
so they pouring. Filled up the bottles.
Yeah, filled up the bottles from the tub and then.
I mean, she spent all of like 15 seconds with her shoulders in that water anyway. The rest of the 10, 15 minutes she was there, she was stalling, wasting time, keeping herself up out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't in it that long.
Right. She was stalling a lot. Yeah.
Wasn't it refreshing though? It looked refreshing.
Well, didn't they say it was like 80 degrees there?
It was hot. I was drenched in sweat. Let me just tell you, but that water was cold. It was freezing. Like, I was shaking. I'm a very cold-natured person. Like, the house is at like 78 degrees, and it's comfortable. And Michael's ready to kill me every waking moment of it. And and so the moment, like, even if I go swimming before like mid-July, I am so cold. Like, it's miserable for me. I cannot stand it unless it feels like my bathtub water. I don't want to do it. And so for me to say it was cold, maybe, I don't know, maybe we need another opinion on that, because it was indeed cold. I was shaking, but it is what it is. And I laid my butt up in there. So yeah. The outfit was fitting, Taryn.
The South heat is nothing like the Jersey heat at all.
And it was so humid. It wasn't even just that it was 80 or 90 degrees. It was humid. Like, it probably had a freaking heat index of 100 degrees. I don't know, but it was miserable. Like, I was sweating from the moment I got there until the moment I left. It was ridiculous. So
all right, I have a question. This one's for Melissa. I'll ask it here in response to Karen's question here. She said that's where there needs to be better communication, because she says Katie told her it was okay. In an interview, Katie was representing CS, and now
CS
is. Well, hold on. So we've already made it clear, and any lawyer would tell you this. No matter what you were told before, what you sign on that paper is, for all intents and purposes, binding. Doesn't matter what conversation you may have had before verbally, what you sign on that paper is binding. Now, you were in the room when she was signing this, right, Melissa?
Yes, sorry. Yes, I was. Okay. All of us were.
Okay, they had all 4 girls in one room together, getting all of their waivers signed. I believe at one point they all had to pee together or something. I don't know. Anyways, but after that was done, they got everything signed. And did she mention to witness, I assume it was witness that was in there, or to whoever was doing this paperwork with her, did she bring up what Katie said about the contacts at any point during that signing?
Absolutely not.
Well, fuck it then. It's on her. She tried to sneak contacts in. That's all there is to it. Boo-hoo. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think she's thinking that, like, what she did on her first show, that she could do on her second show, and they wouldn't find out. That's what I think.
But regardless, she signed a waiver saying all contacts, glasses, jewelry, anything not natural to the body needed to be removed. Doesn't matter if they're prescription contacts. It said to take them out, and she chose not to.
Right, but but Karen, that you can write your prescription into some of those places and get contacts that are colored
Yes,
or
absolutely, and
novelty
that's what she was.
costumes that have a prescription. Because
And
you can
that's what
just
she
or
was
you can just write
referring
your
to.
prescription. Yeah.
Yeah. When she had talked to Katie about that, Katie sent her a costume contact lens website, and I think she was going to get red or something. It was completely unnatural to wear. And so, and I don't understand, why she didn't even say anything to him then, about the contacts. I mean, yeah, she did on her first tour and she was fine, as she mentioned, but two wrongs don't make a right. Just because you say something
But
and
you
you're like,
sign a
oh,
waiver each time.
exactly.
The waiver does it. The first one didn't cover her for the second one.
And they constantly repeat themselves. The tour you went to before is going to be nothing like the next one you go to. So her saying she thought she would be fine this time is a false statement, because they repeatedly, like not dig, good grief, let me get my words straight. They repeatedly burn it into people's heads that not every tour is the same. So,
right.
there's that, that's something else that doesn't add up anyway about her, using her first tour versus this next one. A contract's a contract, and you're supposed to state on there either way.
Yeah.
Legal is
and,
binding, and you
and,
sign it.
And Karen, yeah, she's complaining of two different types of contacts. She never ended up getting the colored contacts or costume contacts or whatnot, but she decided to continue wearing her prescription contacts even after signing a waiver saying she was going to take them out. And Becca, to respond to you, Karen already did this, but as somebody who spent a majority of his tour with duct tape over his eyelids, they will put you where they want to put you. You very rarely walk of your own free will. I had hands on me through almost all of my tour. I didn't even need to see. They took me where they wanted me to go. So it doesn't always matter if you can see or not. Again, every
I
tour
kind
is
of feel
different.
like I would not want to see. Like
Right,
that would make it better. Because some of the stuff I'd be like, nope. If I saw it first, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't see it first. So yeah. So Becca, I see what you're saying, but also if you have to take your contacts out, and you can't see, you have to make the judgment of whether this is something you want to do or not. And just because she wore her contacts in the first one, but they didn't do the fucking extreme eye stuff with her, right? So during that one, did they? They didn't collect her tears, or I don't know.
No, and that's something, it goes off with what I said. Not every tour is the same, and she didn't have that. Clearly, she stated they didn't mess with her eyes in one of these lives she's done. They didn't mess with her eyes before, so she thought she'd be okay to wear her contacts during the next one. And to get the whole two contact things, to reiterate, she wasn't wearing both at the same time. Her plans were to wear her prescription that were in a unnatural color, and that's what she'd asked Katie about. And then she ended up not doing that and just doing her normal contacts, but never told anybody that she was just going to go with her basic contacts. And, she should have. And also, to go along with that, body piercings and everything have to be removed prior to each show that they do. So I've got my tongue pierced. So I took out that. And I reminded her in the hotel room, I said, don't forget to take out your septum piercing. It's the part between your nose that's pierced. And she was like, oh, yeah. And then she forgot. And we got transported. And right before we got out of transport, I guess somebody had grabbed her nose, and she was like, that hurts. Can I take out my piercing? And they let her do that.
Oh
so
my
she
God.
signed a thing to take out that and her contacts, and she didn't do it. So you guys see this, what China Doll says, have y'all talked to Alexis? Think you guys will ever mend things? I believe that Melissa had been talking to Alexis all the time until she was blackmailed.
Yes.
Until maybe yesterday. I mean, I think you talked to her yesterday, right?
No, I didn't talk to her yesterday. She sent me a message, and I did not respond to that. Not to her anyway, but I did on live.
And
But
obviously, yeah, I've not talked to her either. The last time I spoke with her was after getting access to the to the phone call where she called out Melissa while she was on the phone with Alyssa and Taryn. Um, I have not spoken to her. She's not reached out to me. Um, honestly, right now and probably for a long time, I don't think that's a conversation that's going to be able to happen. Especially not as long as she keeps fueling these fires and trying to add even more to this blackmail pile that she's got against Melissa.
yeah. Well, here's the thing also is like, and I will reiterate what I said yesterday in a much more calm manner. She's going through a lot. I do believe that. And I do believe she still needs time to decompress from everything. But she blocked me for no fucking reason at all. Like, I did absolutely nothing to her. She just blocked me. She blocked a lot of people.
She
asked her.
blocked and unfriended me too, so don't feel bad.
Well, I messaged her because I have her personal number, and I was like, hey, why did you block me? She gave me the reasons of, oh, I blocked you because Michael seems to be confused of what happened, and you're not being a good friend by sticking up to me for, against Michael, and you're not, blah, 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 blah. It just went on. It was like freaking 9 paragraphs long. And then I bring it up to her, I believe it was 3 days ago. I was like, because she sent me a friend request, which I have not accepted. And she was like, why did you unfriend me? And I'm like, you blocked me, remember? And she's like, I don't remember that. How does she remember the most random shit that's going on with her tour if she can't even remember what she did 3 days prior to her blocking me?
Is she on drugs, do you think, Melissa?
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Stop. No. Stop. We won't do that. We won't do that.
No.
We will not speculate if people are on drugs or not.
But that's where I'm confused is, maybe she is mind fucked and she's not had the time to decompress from it all because she's not allowing herself to decompress from it.
And nobody's allowing her to do that.
No, and like she said to me before, there's so many people in her fucking inbox and she wishes people would leave her the fuck alone. And I'm pretty sure I can prove this. I've just got to go through freaking listening to all this audio. But, she just wanted time alone. She didn't want to be blown up by everybody. But, I guess everybody's gotten the best of her and people are putting shit in her heads. It's from my speculation, that's why all this random shit's getting brought up is because she's got people in her freaking inbox, just nonstop. And she just wanted them. She wanted to be left alone. She wanted to decompress. She wanted a time. She was still wanting to do the Centipede tour. And I've got messages.
She said it on that thing and she said she was coming back for more.
And then whatever the fuck happened in her inbox and all these fucking people in her fucking head, that's, all of a sudden, nope, she's not doing that. She's going to expose them. She's going to do this and this and this and this, and it's getting taken too fucking far. Like, I just don't understand where her mind's at. I've never been there and I won't know because I don't understand how she can claim some allegations, say all this stuff, but can't even remember what she did to me and had a full-blown conversation about blocking me. She lied to me about releasing some information to Angela and said, oh, she's bringing my name up, because I was reading off the messages of me and Angela because I confronted Angela, woman to woman. I don't play this let's go behind your back and go through third parties, cousins, sisters, aunts, bullshit. I go directly to the people. And, I was talking to Alexis on the phone and I was like, why do I feel like Angela knows something? And she's like, well,
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, I think her phone died.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say this. I agree with China Doll completely. If she wants time away, like she's saying she does, if she wants people to get out of her inbox so she can have time to decompress, deactivate your damn Facebook. It's that simple.
Yeah. Well,
no
I'm sorry.
one's forcing her to get on.
Right. No. I mean,
think she just needs a break.
She does. She should have had a break. These people that are in her ear were in her ear before her tour and continued right after her tour all the way through until now. And I think if she would have given herself time to just go home, chill with David, do whatever, just decompress and process what happened to her without people in her head, she would come to a different conclusion. Maybe she
Absolutely.
shouldn't have gone to
Totally.
the party.
Totally.
She ruined that for everybody.
Yeah. And the thing was, and I can also vouch for the fact that there was at least one person just nonstop to the point where we couldn't even make a Walmart trip before our tour together. And her drive, because she drives a stick shift, and we're in a new area, and she was getting lost trying to freaking multitask between keeping people updated. She was like, Melissa, just fucking answer someone, Angela. I'm just going to throw her name out there because I don't really give a fuck at this moment. So I had to sit there and message Angela and be like, we are okay. She is driving. We are going to Walmart. We have a lot of things that are going on, and she was like, she keeps blowing me up and I just need a fucking minute. I just need a minute to just stop. She's like, I'm not even trying to get on my phone because the amount of people blowing up my inbox. So that says it right there. I was with her for every freaking moment except for the time we got separated in the fucking tour and the night of the barbecue. And I was even there the morning after the barbecue trying to help her. And she had a whole different aspect on things. I even, after the conversation that happened, she wasn't ambushed, for one. They sincerely gave a fuck of what she had to say, her input on things. She had specifically been asked feedback about the eye thing. And I'm going to bring this up because it's very important. And I had not mentioned this because I was so disorganized last night. She was asked for feedback. Should we do the eye thing on future tours? You know what her response was? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I feel like everybody should endure what, I endured on this. So why, if that was a problem, why would she just give feedback to do that unless she hoped that other contestants would feel, or like get hurt if she was actually like hated it, like as she says? Why would she say that? They were trying to get feedback, calm her down, talk to her, be professional about things. And even after the talk, she had seemed to be calmer. And me and her walked up to the room. She asked me to help pack her bags and, help do stuff. And of course, I was going to freaking help her. I cleaned up her freaking vanity or her like mirror station where all the makeup was, and from the, from the temporary hair dye. And, I cleaned up the carpet where some fabric paint got on there. And I made sure that she didn't have to pay a cleaning fee or get rid of her deposit because the room was trashed. And then I finally ended up leaving because I had to hurry up and get on the road because my babysitters were like wondering where I was. But, I'm hearing other stories that she's telling people that she cried in her car straight after that conversation and got sick and thrown up and all this. And I'm like, no, that is not what happened. I was with her. Like I am a freaking witness to all of this. I have no reason to lie. And I'm not saying anything mean. I'm stating that, here's what was said. Like feedback was, wanted, and she gave feedback. She was able to vent. They were there to try to help her feel better. Nobody ambushed her whatsoever. And it blows my mind how far from the truth people can get. And maybe that's to do with her mind not being all there and these people in her. I don't know. She needs time to herself. She needs time to meditate. Maybe she even needs to speak to a professional. I don't know.
That might be a good start.
I don't know. But anyway, it's just, it is one of those things. And I hope the best for her as a person, even though that all the shitty things that she has done and all the crap that everybody, and not even me, that all the crap that everybody's having to endure because of this, right. I hope that she can get into a better place and be the person that she's capable of being.
I do too. I mean, and it's sorry, I had myself muted as to say the thing that I said. Oh fuck, I'm getting old. It just went out my head. I was gonna say something. It was really, really, really good. You just all know that it was good, right? Like you just all like
absolutely
clap and say, "You're right, Holly. That was a great point."
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful speech, man. Wonderful speech.
I was
And I
gonna
want.
say something. I was fucking gonna say something. I can't remember what it was. Okay,
Well,
but
I'm gonna address
Sucks
on
getting
something
old, doesn't it,
China said.
Holly?
what was that?
I
Sal?
said it sucks getting old, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm older than all y'all. Like every fucking person here, I'm older than all of you. I know
Yeah,
it for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Who's
Well,
older
I'm
than
gonna.
45?
I
Go ahead.
wanted to address China Doll for a minute. I don't know who that actually is.
It's
You know
Ashley.
about how
It's not
she's
Ashley.
hurt, and a lot of drama happened before her tour, mentally hurting, and then she was physically pushed during her tour, and it's a lot to process. You know, she wasn't the only one dragged into the midst of all this drama that happened before the tour. A lot of us were. You know, and you know, maybe not the bulk of it, but you know, I was there every step of the way through all the drama. We had a chat, and I'm not going to mention the other person because I don't know if they want to be mentioned, but we had a chat of me and her and one other person in it. And we discussed this drama. We freaking dealt with it together as a team. You know, we tried to get through it. So it wasn't like she was the only one mentally fucked up from all the drama, because believe me, everybody here could probably agree that all that fucking drama, it was bullshit. That was the worst hell week I think we've ever endured. But you know, it was just it doesn't make anything right. You know,
Right.
yeah, we all got mentally fucked up from the drama before. We all were physically, you know, pushed to an extent. You know, maybe it's just we all endured it, and it's just how we coped with it after is the problem at hand, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not, I mean, I believe that she believes what she believes. And I don't think though that she truly believes she was assaulted. Because if she truly believed that she was assaulted, she'd be focusing on that. She would be. If she truly believes that in that tour they did something physically wrong to her with purpose and with intent, I think she'd be focusing on it more.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, it's I don't know. She just
Hey,
needs to
China,
decompress.
hers was probably, she probably got it a little worse because she was in there the longest. Because it gets worse the longer you stay in. Even though they kept giving her breaks and stuff like that, we saw the last, what was it, 45 minutes of her
Yes.
tour. We saw the last 45 minutes of her tour. So we didn't see what 3 hours and uh 3 hours and or 2 hours and 50 minutes or something like that. But I'm not going to tell you what all happens on a tour because I don't know. But you got to imagine the time clock starts when they pick you up or when you get to Cada Silvas. When does the time?
When you get there.
When you get there, yeah.
Okay. So the time starts when you get there. As soon as you step out of the coffin or the van, as soon as they park,
Right.
that clock is on. So it could be anything from fucking, making them fucking do physical labor to make it, like exercise or something, to making them do, I don't know, an obstacle course blindfolded, like anything. But that's not the part when people sit there and go, we didn't see the whole tour. That's not the part that she was saying she was assaulted in. She said she was assaulted in, oh my God, I don't know how to get this off the screen. That she was assaulted in the scene with Taryn. So they were all told it was going to be worse for the final hour, and I believe that. And she made it. She set a Kata Silva's record, did she not? Oh, is everybody else hearing that like that? Hello?
Yeah, I just heard that too.
I think that was Michael's. We better, Michael?
I think so. I don't know
Okay.
why. I thought I had my mic muted. I don't know why it was like trying to pick up a scratchy reverb off of your audio.
Yeah, that was weird because it stopped as soon as you left.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was Sal. But Centipede Tour, Holly, what do you think we could be attached together?
And I do want to touch on something too, about JM's comment. She does think the Into the Light program is a complete joke, even though that it's been publicly stated that, you know, they don't have anything to do with it. You know, you're directed to somebody that, you know, is not affiliated with them whatsoever. They've done, you know, made that plain and clear as day. She still, and this is due to our last conversation, which was the day before yesterday, she's going on about how the Into the Light crap was indeed a fucking joke. And I can vouch for that because she, you know, told me. And you know, she does not believe like anything to do with the Into the Light program. And I hope that she would freaking, you know, reach out and give it a try, you know, at least try it out. But, you know, she's not even willing to do that.
Right. She did call it a joke. She did call it all this stuff, but it's that Better Help, right? Which is a reputable website, I guess. But I still think Kata Silvas needs to think about this. If they're willing to pay for aftercare, you know, for three sessions or whatever, that I think they should have somebody with at least a minimal amount of trauma training. Just a little bit of trauma training there right after the tour. You know, they shouldn't just be like loaded up after their tour and sent on their way. I don't think that's fair. I mean, well, if they're going to do it like fucking, you know, Crucible and all those things, but if they were going to do it like the way they've done it before, where there's a lot of interactions with the fans and the guests, then I think that there needs to be a continued family-like rapport. Does that make sense? Because
Yes.
it does feel like a family to you guys. And then if you just are abandoned by your family after you've gone to family dinner, I mean, you know, that feels bad too. So, but if they're going to change the way they're doing things and not have a lot of interactions with the contestants directly at the fans, which I think ruins some of it because you get so much excitement and so
And you
many
get like
fun
support.
and support. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you get a turd in the punch bowl.
Yeah, well, I hope that they can work something out where they can change that because you have companies that take their fucking clients out to fucking baseball games and strip clubs and shit, you know, and they don't get fucking busted after doing a business meeting. They don't get in trouble. I mean, I guess if they go do something illegal, but if you were to just like, you know, if they were to sign something that said you are a contestant of Kata Silvas and we are under this agreement, this NDA and this liability waiver from, you know, 12 p.m. on this date until midnight on this date, and then the next day they had a party, they'd be able to be out of that realm of contestant, you know. I don't know. There's got to be a legal way that they could do it.
Well, I believe it has to do with just, you know, a bad image for the business after the allegations are placed, you know, so that way they don't have to deal with this again. You know, because this has caused a lot of hardship, I believe, on a lot of people. And they just don't want it to give them a bad name. Like, you have to think about it from a business standpoint, you know, of things. And I get that. I get why they won't do it anymore because of, you know, liability issues and everything else in case something happens again or worse, you know, and they just don't want. I don't know. This is just my sole opinion on things too. So don't get me wrong by that. But, you know, I just think they're just kind of protecting their business's image because they don't. I don't know. That's my business standpoint because, you know, I have to think about it from all different sides.
Right. Well, I'm just saying I'm never going to go to Kata Silvas if I don't get to party with them afterwards. Sorry. Just saying. All right, Kata Silvas.
And by them, you mean Grace.
And,
Just
and
Grace.
well, no, I want to party with all of them. I want to see if those good old boys can drink me under a table. I'll have to start drinking now to get my my resistance back up. But I can fucking when I'm full blown alcoholic, I can fucking drink. I'm not an alcoholic. Alcohol's bad. Drugs are bad.
I want to see you and Grace
All
go
right,
on
kids.
competition.
Yes, my dog is fucking whining like fuck to go for a walk. I just took him out to pee earlier. Now he's like, walk, mom. Like actual walk me. So he's whining
Aw.
like a bitch. But is there anything anybody else wants to say? But I just want that out there. That I do think that I don't think that they should allow this one thing to ruin everything that Kata Silvis has become.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It sucks, but it is what it is. When you're at a job place and somebody, if you don't, okay, that's why people have I'm going to use the McDonald's thing. Somebody spills a hot cup of coffee, knowing that it's hot coffee at McDonald's through the drive-thru. Now they have to put warning labels on every cup of coffee that comes out that window because of one bad person who, tried to sue them or whatever. And maybe they won. I don't know. But that's why there's warning labels on everything, every product you buy. That's why, there's wet floor signs because people don't have common sense. They have to protect the business. They have to protect their asses and to prevent further future allegations or whatever.
they could figure out a way to do it. They could figure out a way to do it and still let the contestants party with them afterwards. They could figure out a way to do it. And maybe they are. Maybe right now they're just saying none of that's going to happen until we figure out a way to do it legally, like until we discuss this with somebody, because they could figure out. I could help Grace figure it out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty smart.
There's always a way.
There's always a way. Absolutely. There's always a way. And if you can tell somebody's like struggling and having a bad time, maybe they don't come to the party. Maybe they just are told that like you need to go decompress.
But see, yeah, I mean, I get it, but with some people, like with Alexis, for example, on our way back to the hotel, all of us were giggling and laughing and having a freaking blast on our way back. We went out to eat. Everything was good. Yeah, we had some decompression time, me and Alexis one-on-one, to where we kind of cried and, kind of put our feelings out there about what happened. And she went to Walmart. I slept for freaking half the freaking day, all the way up to like 4 o'clock, I think it was. And, she went to Walmart to get her an outfit. She was all hype and ready for this freaking barbecue, even on the live that me and Gina were on, during the barbecue with freaking Grace and everything. It was, she was commenting on there about she'll be there soon. She'll be there soon. So I don't even think there's any warning signs that she even let off. So it's kind of hard to tell with people.
It is. Some
right.
people are
Yeah,
hard to
it is
read.
probably. But but I mean, there's still some ways around it. And JM, to answer your question, I mean, I would want Foz to be there. I would want Foz to do my panel because Foz is my best man. He's my boy. I'm his mom. And so, I would want Foz to do my panel and there's still a lot we have to sort out before I know if like we could ever trust you again. So there's just that. But I mean, I suppose if CS was like, you get to do the panel, whatever, that's their deal. But I'd want Foz to be doing my panel because Foz is my boy. Broadcasting from his house right now, by the way. I'm just joking.
Oh my God.
I'm joking. I was going to come on with the name Foz and then start talking and then like start the rumor that I went there to see him, even though there is nothing. Despite what you may hear,
Yeah.
neither one of us have romantic feelings towards each other. We just have a really great friendship that has survived some fucking bullshit, and we're gonna keep on keeping on just like we are. Ain't nothing gonna take us down. What's that song? I'm gonna take. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna see Michael's still on here. Megan wants, once you're done talking, Holly, she's interested on the other things Michael wanted to speak on.
Ha 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 ha. I'm never done talking. Are you fucking kidding?
No, absolutely not. Unless we're forced to talk, and then it's like, what do we talk about?
No, you guys don't understand. I have been goddamn stuck in my house for how fucking long with my dog and my kid who plays video games all the time. Like, if you let me, I will talk your ear off. I'm just joking. So yes, Michael, but my dog is like super, super whiny. So I don't know if Foz wants to be in control of this panel because I know he has a headache right now. So if you guys can, can everybody behave while I take him to go poop?
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Negative.
So,
It'll be a
Sal,
dumpster
I'm gonna
fire when
mute
you get
Sal.
back.
I'm going to walk him like he's a whiny sad boy. He's a whiny fucking 135-pound big fat baby. You can hold your shit. Just hold it. So I'm gonna go walk him. I will tell Foz to keep an eye on you, Heathens, and don't get out of control, okay?
Oh, we're having parties up in here.
I'll be back. Mom said no
Totally.
guests, no boys.
Sal, Michael, you're gone.
Okay.
That figures.
Unbelievable.
All right, Michael. Do you want to speak? Finish talking about what you wanted to talk on. Megan is wanting to know.
Yeah, well, Megan, what do you want to know about? I mean, a lot of what has happened this past week in our personal life has been brought to light. I don't mind talking about it. So, yeah, what do you want to know?
Cookie jar. Yes, you were right. Oh, T-Bell, you're just going to have to go back. There's a lot.
So, I guess while I'm waiting on Pink to respond there, or Megan. So I noticed, and I'm not going to talk on him pretty much anymore after tonight, but as a friend of mine told me today, he feels like Anthony's on the ropes after the live that went down last night. And you know what? Maybe he is. I noticed the live that he put up 4 days ago, I think it was, where he talked about the rumor going around about him and Melissa. That live is gone. So he's already retracted that. And he's like doubling down into his, I can't wait to be the bad guy statement. He sent me that through text, and now he's posting that all over his page. If you're watching, Rich, I seen it. Nobody had to share it. It's not that hard to see. What else can he do that hasn't already been done? I'm not scared of him. Melissa's not. It's kind of bullshit though that somebody in his position would take advantage of that position to influence someone to do something like what happened during my tour. Now, I at no point put all of the blame on him. I put the blame on Melissa too. She knows what she did. The difference was she owned it. We've talked about it, and we were going to leave it alone. I reached out to Anthony. I'm sorry, Rich. I don't want to call him Anthony anymore. He doesn't deserve the Silva's fucking name. But I reached out to Rich, told him to give me a call. 12 hours went by of him being active on Facebook, unactive, active, unactive, and then I was blocked. So I knew that he's scared at that point. That I knew. When he finally did text me after I called him out, he blocked me on Messenger, so I texted him and called him out on his bullshit for blocking me. Then he decides to say, well, I didn't want to reach out to you because there was nothing I could really say to make it better. Well, obviously there's nothing you can fucking say to make what happened better, but you could have talked to me. Fuck, JM and I had problems, big fucking problems. Nobody fucking knew about it because me and JM talked about that shit and we squashed it and we're cool. Now, I'm not saying me and Rich would have been cool after. No, definitely not. But he could have still talked to me. I was going to talk to him and squash it behind the scenes so as to not tarnish his name in front of his fans. Because I knew Melissa was being blackmailed. Melissa and I both knew that already because of Alexis's, long-ass wall of text that she sent her. And I, if he would have talked to me, I would not have let him go down with the ship, so to speak. But fuck it, he ran away. He hid behind a block. So I texted him, and now he's trying to put on his bad guy persona, and he's got his followers, and I'm not scared of him or his followers or anything else he's got to say. This, it's all bullshit. What happened was bullshit. It should have never happened. Melissa knows that. He knows that. Especially during my fucking tour, of all things. That definitely shouldn't have happened. And then during my tour, after they did what they did, this fucker's got the nerve to say that he's got the nerve to give an input on my tour and say that I shouldn't be blindfolded and all this. Like, that's not how he would run CS and shit. Well, I'm glad he's not running that shit anymore. They amped their shit up. That's my own personal opinion. Shit was weak. His ideas were weak. I'm glad that my shit got rewrote and that it happened that it happened the way it happened. I encourage people now to take tours more than I ever did before. So, I mean, that's really, that's all, that I've got to say about it. The he's a fucking snake who takes advantage of fans who have an interest in him. And just, what a fucking dirtball, one thing that probably kills me more than anything else is I looked up to him more so than I did any other member of the family. To the point where I had a gift for him that I was going to give him at my tour back when I thought he was still going to be there. If you guys look around online, you look at like Hot Wheels cars or Matchbook cars, getting a hearse is pretty rare. They're pretty fucking expensive. All right. But I happen to have one. I repainted it black with a little bit of glitter in it. Not fucking going overboard, but I was making it look real nice. And I had made an Elvira keychain for this asshole. Took it with me to the tour, knowing that he wasn't going to be there, but hoping I could run into him the next day so that I could give it to him just to say thanks. And I thought it odd that he never got back a hold of me when I messaged him to say, hey, can we meet up tomorrow? Not a fucking word. And now I know why. And it's shit like that probably hurts more than what than what actually happened. The main act, so to speak. But
well, I don't know. I was about to say, I know that you have a lot of hate in your heart for him, but just know, it's not all on one person. And I want to just reiterate that.
Yeah, and that's what I tried to say. It's not all on him. What he did was fucked up. What you did was fucked up, Melissa. But you and I are handling that ourselves. He chose to go the other way with it. I'm gonna ask nicely, and I know this is good. This is probably gonna bring me more bullshit from the other side of the camp, so to speak. Please don't call her Red anymore. Just don't, for reasons. But and I didn't want to air all this out for sympathy or anything. I know he and his are gonna think that that's it, and it's not. It's just clearing the fucking air. People wanted to know, so you know I've got nothing to fucking hide. He clearly did when he decided to block me. He wanted to hide from it, and that's on him. But you know, after tonight, I've got nothing else to say on him. He can post whatever he wants. I really just don't give a shit. Melissa and I are moving on from this as best we can. You know, Alexis says that she's got more fucking dirt. I don't care. I don't. Let her sling whatever she fucking has.
You didn't mention your new message that you received this morning, early this morning.
Oh yeah. Let's
That's
spill
some new
those.
tea.
Yeah, let's spill some tea here before it gets too fucking cold. So I get a message this morning from quote unquote Keith, and I'm not going to say the last name because it ties it into another family member, and they're trying to portray this Silva's family member's father. So I'm not going to say this guy's last name, but he went by the first name Keith. And let me find it. I don't know if I can share this, but I'll go ahead and read it off to you guys. Well, shit. So basically what it is, it was a message from somebody at around 6 o'clock this morning saying, I warned you, or I tried to warn you. Anthony had her, and then Rhett did too. And
that's
you know,
hilarious.
Yeah.
But the people who are doing this are fucked up because they know you're vulnerable, especially after the live yesterday. They knew that shit happened. I can almost guarantee they were watching the shit, or they watched it before they sent that message. And they knew that, you know, we're working through some shit. And then they want to add fuel to the fire while you're at your lowest point right now, when you're most vulnerable, to fucking like question shit. Like, come on, fuck off.
Yeah, and you know, there's still people insisting that something happened between Melissa and Anthony the night of the barbecue. I've gotten enough proof from other people already to debunk that, and I mean serious proof. I've got literal fucking receipts, like actual, you know, like printed out of a printer, a receipt that can show where she was at when people are saying she went to Anthony's house or Rich's house the night of the barbecue. So
witnesses
it doesn't
and
matter.
everything. Yeah.
But what makes it funny is this guy that messaged me was the same guy who messaged me back in January when she first joined CS and said she was going on a tour. He formerly went by the name Richard Porter, I believe. His name has now changed to Keith, you know, what have you. But yeah, all his old messages are still there because I never deleted them. So, you know, obviously I know it's a troll. He's not who he says he is. It's pretty horrible troll if you ask me. Like, he needs to try harder. But
Holly said, tell them who actually sent that.
Who actually sent it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He originally went by the name Richard Porter. I can't remember what his real fucking name was.
Like, and to go along with Pink's comment, like, obviously they're concerned with our life because I guess their lives are dull, or they're just they ran out of shit to talk about. I don't fucking know. At this point, I don't fucking know.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is. Trolls are going to troll. You know, people that blackmail are going to blackmail. I tried to be impartial through this entire fucking thing with Alexis when it started, and I know she's behind the troll messages because Melissa told her about what happened.
And she told Angela and denied it to me.
Yeah, she told Angela, she told her sister, and her sister's spewing shit all over her own public Facebook page. And that's fine. Let her spew whatever. You know, nobody that she knows is worth anything to us anyway. So yeah, it's undoubtedly Alexis that started all that shit. But Melissa owned up to it as soon as she brought it up. And
let me just tell you, Angela, if she catches wind of this, and I'm sorry,
I'm gonna watching.
Oh yeah, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you're gonna pull some sneaky ass shit by creating a fake profile with a Lizzie Borden, and then what? A couple days later, post an article on your group about Lizzie Borden. Come on, be a little more sneaky than that shit. Come on.
Yeah, try harder. Anyways, though, you know, like I said, I'm done talking about fucking, you know, Gimp Me Rich after tonight. It's, you know, it's done. He can say what he wants. He can show what he wants to show. I don't care. She doesn't care. Just if he's listening, grow a pair.
I doubt he's listening. But I'm pretty sure Angela's listening. I mean, they can't help themselves.
Well, fuck Angela. Like,
without
I'm so sick of
she
it.
has nothing else better to do, honestly.
I'm gonna have to go back and hear what you said earlier, Sal, about that secret chat and Angela and Kat and Paula and all them.
Well, I don't think Kat was in there. Was she? Sal?
She was, but she rarely really talked because she was always working all the time. She works at a hospital, so like she really didn't really talk really.
Okay.
She chimed in like every now and then.
All right. Well, still and yet, like, I've learned enough fuckery from this whole thing. Like, I want the pill for ignorance. I don't want to know half of what I know anymore. I just want somebody to erase my memory. I want the Matrix dude to come and just be gone.
Poof.
Yeah. And, you know, I hope that Alexis is happy with her little victories here because, you know, it's everything I can do now not to let this tarnish the experience I had at my tour. It's
don't let her
hard.
get to you.
It's not letting her get to me. That's not it. It's letting what happened get to me, and the fact that she tried to use it as blackmail. It kind of just put a sour light on June 13th in particular.
Oh yeah, it was Men in Black. Sorry, not the Matrix. I'm stupid.
Can I just clear one thing up as well? I just saw in the comments about Tia was just making a comment, and she is absolutely 100% correct. She hardly talked in the chat as well, like very very rare. And like people are saying that Tia is just as wrong. She's not wrong at all. She is completely innocent.
Yeah, and I'm going to go on the record and say this here as well. You know, I see a lot of people's names getting thrown around a lot, especially with everything that's come out. You know, I see names that get brought up more than others. I am the kind of person that I will not have a problem with you, or I'm not going to talk bad about you unless you bring a problem to me. You know, if we've got issues and you turn out to be a shit fucking snake, oh, you best believe I'll tell people you're a shit fucking snake.
And just know we hear more than what we want to hear. Like, chances are, if we ask you a question, we already know the answer to it.
Right. And you know, that's how I typically won't confront somebody with a question until I already know the answer. That's what I did with Rich. When I sent him that first message asking about the whole Lizzie Borden thing, I already knew. Melissa had already told me. I just wanted to see his response. And he pussed out and tried to deny it. And that's fine. He showed he's got no balls, and that's all right. But I will say, I like personally though, I've never had a problem with Kat. Never had an issue with her. I've got nothing bad to say about her. If other people do, that's her business with them.
But Angela, no, fuck that.
I have no issues with Teller or Davis, whatever he's going by. The guy changes his last name fucking every other day, and that's cool. But I've got no issues with him. Through everything that he had going on with CS and whatever he still does, that's between them. But the guy's never said anything bad about me, so I got no beef with him personally, and I'm not going to talk shit about him. So I guess why I'm saying that is, guys, please don't jump on any bandwagons. If you guys didn't have a bad view of Rich before, don't jump on a bandwagon just because of what I said. Don't do that. This is just me venting. Please take it as just that.
Holly, can you do me a favor? Can you pull up Andrea Zimbad's comment, please?
Yeah. But first, Karen, what do you mean wood chop? That's my dog. Maybe a chop shop. This one?
Yes, thank you. Andrea, like I forgive and forget, but I remember a couple months ago that me and you had a fallout, based from in the Catus Silvis group that you were involved in. I know you and I had our difference. I will make amends with you as long as we can just stay civil. Like I'm civil with everybody. Just don't talk bad about me, and I won't talk bad about you. I know what you said about me. I'm willing to squash that as long as my name stays out of your mouth, and I won't say anything bad about you either.
Looky there, another mended professional adult. Boom. It's just boom.
That easy. It's not hard.
Sometimes it's hard, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people have done things more than just say shit about you. Sometimes people have dug in to your fucking personal life. This is Facebook. This is YouTube right here. Okay, so nobody says, no, Holly, this isn't Facebook, it's YouTube. This is YouTube and Facebook. This is all based on Facebook groups. This is all based on or this haunt, that you guys do legitimately go to and you meet people, but like your personal life has shit all to do with it. It doesn't have fucking anything to do with it. And so people, like Foz had his personal shit dug into by Angela. Angela fucking doxed him and was spreading out his fucking information like candy. And it was, like fucking, it's wrong. That is more than just, saying a couple bad things about him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's kind of the situation we're in. If me and Alexis were to ever try to make amends, I don't know. That would be probably the hardest thing I've done because of so much shit. All the people I've cared about and everything else. And I know it's not just her, but if it wasn't for her, none of this would have happened. And I will firmly stick by that. And I mean that's my opinion. All right, we're entitled to our each opinions. It is what it is. But when it's something so deep and it keeps going to the people you care about, people are bashing. They're interfering with personal lives. They're digging deep, so far deep. It's just a lot to come to terms with, to be like, okay, am I willing to allow this to happen again if this person's not changed?
Right, exactly. Is it doxing if it's done via private messaging? Pink, I don't know. I feel like if you pay for a service simply to get somebody's information to then pass it around online, I think it might be considered doxing. Yeah. I mean, I would consider that going real life and doxing. That is enough for me to say you're doxing, even if they're not posting it publicly for people to see. But if they do it in a group chat, that's more than one person seeing it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, I know I've been fucking doxed. I don't give a fuck. Like, zero fucks. Zero fucks. Like, fucking, what are you going to do? Come here. You're gonna ruin my job? Because it's not going to happen. Better people have tried. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
Yeah. I have, and I run / own my own business. So, like, go ahead, come and complain to me about me. Like, go Yelp review me, because we don't have any Yelps.
I don't even look at Yelps.
If you Yelp review my business, people are gonna be like, yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna, yep. If you only knew. If you Yelped what I do for a living, the people are like, she's a bad bitch. I'm calling her. Yeah, I'm gonna do business with these people. So,
Holly, if you wouldn't mind just pulling up Andrea's last message, please. If you wouldn't mind, thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I have the
whole convo, or no, we didn't have a falling out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just anything about that. Andrea, I will drop you a DM as soon as this live's over. I will drop a DM with you, and I will totally unblock you, and we will literally talk it out.
Woo! Mended fences.
Yeah, mending fences.
I love it.
But like I said, some fences won't be mended. Some fences won't be mended, and that's just gonna.
There'll always be that gap. Always.
There'll always be. But I do believe, like, I've mended fences, with people. I'm sure that there are, people that. I haven't mended fences with anybody. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm sure that there are people that did not like me very much that are okay with me now. I don't necessarily think that's mending fences, but I've talked through some shit. I mean, and the people that I consider my friends are we've had disagreements. We've had some pretty heated disagreements over the Alexis thing, because I just felt something was wrong. Like, after the live and after I started hearing and seeing some shit, I just felt that there was stuff that wasn't adding up. But I still believed that she felt that they were, yes, we did, Pink, that she felt that she felt like that she got treated poorly because of the drama, not because they just treated her poorly, whatever. And I believed that. I didn't necessarily believe that she was, like, assaulted, but I believe that she was treated poorly. There were people at her tour that shouldn't have been at her tour, things like that. Now, after seeing a lot of stuff, I mean, it would be interesting. It would be interesting to be able to compare Melissa's tour to Alexis's tour, but we don't have the right to ask for that. We only have the right to ask for what they're claiming didn't happen, what she claimed. We don't even have the right to ask for that. She does. She has the right to ask for that. We don't. And they should have made good on that and given her every second of her footage and let her decide what she was going to share. And if she wouldn't share it because it showed that she wasn't assaulted, then we could all move on and say she wasn't assaulted, right?
Right.
But now people are picking apart what was shown, right?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I can agree with Rhett on this, of his comment that he made last night. You give somebody an inch and they want a mile. You give somebody, they're always going to want more. In their defense, something's always going to be wrong or not add up. Like whenever, and I'm not going to bust out a whole bunch of names, but I will say that I have heard firsthand that Alexis has been contacted, right? But she claims that she was only contacted by the aftercare program, the Into the Light program. and which is not the fucking case. That's not like she won't prove otherwise. Like usually she'll jump on the bandwagon of, oh, I have receipts, let me show you, but she won't prove to anybody that she, that it wasn't just to the Into the Light program. It was an actual email. With other things. And I don't know what the email contained, but it wasn't about the program. They reached out to her and she would not respond. And she's telling people like false information there. So just know, always question things when you don't have the proof, I guess. I don't know. It's just, there's so many lies and fake shit going around. It's nuts.
Yep.
Totally.
I don't even know if that made sense. I was like halfway rambling, but anyway.
I think she feels like they only reached out after because she's making a stink. Wait, I don't know why I do that. I just put it up.
Hey, I mean, put everything up.
Yeah, no, they reached out to everybody after the show. Hell, Grace reached out to me, I want to say 3 different times after my tour, just to check on me, see how I was doing. He sent me a picture that he had taken of my guitar that got signed, and I told him thanks, and he immediately, how you doing? How you holding up? And that just goes to show that they do care about their contestants, whether they are bitching about their tour or not. Witness asked me how I was doing on my live after my tour. They care. They care regardless of what she wants to say. They do care.
I will say, so first of all, Pink has a controversial comment to make, so I am waiting on pins and needles for it. But while she's making that, I want to say I didn't really appreciate the way that they did their live after to check up on everybody in the Firecracker tour. Like they brought on, they brought on Melissa, they brought on Gina, they brought on Misty, and they talked about, and they were asking questions like, anytime did you ever feel unsafe? That's a very direct question to ask somebody that's on your panel. You know what I mean? You should have somebody neutral be able to ask them that. You know what I mean? Not the people that performed your tour. Does that make sense? Because it seems like a little bit of an intimidation factor. I know that that's probably not what they meant. And I don't know because, I don't know them, but that's how it felt a little bit to me. And then when Alexis came on, and talked before she came on, JM was on, had been on with Misty, and they asked JM to stay on, and the tones of their voices when they were saying, so, you want to stay on for this next guest? I guess 3 men could get the answers, and they were kind of like a little, I want to say catty about it. So it was a little unprofessional. Like, I think they could do better in that way. But, they're just learning too. This is like, I don't think before Melissa, they ever did this kind of thing, did they? These panels with the after shows and the lives and all that. Yeah, so this is new for them, and we all got to give a little bit of, I'm not going to use the word. You know what? He's just ruined it for me. We all got to give a little bit of leeway to people when they're learning and growing in everything in life. In everything in life, you have to give people the opportunity to learn and grow. If they choose not to learn and grow, well, then you can start coming back with a little harsher criticisms. But you have to give people the opportunity. I say have to because I'm your boss and I'm a 250-year-old vampire. So
yes, absolutely.
I get to say you have to. We have that, but I say we have to because just as human beings, we have to afford people that if we want society to be good. Like people that I'm going to try bring up something that's maybe a little controversial, but okay, whatever. If you believed a certain way when you were younger because of how you were raised or so I guess I won't bring up the actual topic, but like you believed a certain way as you were younger because that's how you were raised, right? And so now you're grown and you still believe that way, but somebody puts some evidence in front of you that shows you that the way that you're believing is is misinformed, and you take that evidence and you grow from it, then that person shouldn't be able to then say you're a pig because you're a bigot because you believe this way. They should be able to, you should be given the opportunity first to see that you are being an asshole and then grow up from it, But then if you see, yes, I'm being an asshole and you don't grow from it, then yes, you're an asshole, right? But if we give
Right.
people the opportunity to grow from it, not that you are assholes, yes, you're not assholes.
Well, let's be honest. Some of them are assholes. That's on their character.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying not in a, oh my God, sorry. I was meant to put that up and it's my computer's moving. So, not that they're assholes, just assholes in general, right? Like if they would be assholes if they saw these things that were questionable, inappropriate, and they didn't change them. Then they'd be assholes. But you can't just sit there and bash them for doing something they'd never done a fucking 4-person tour before. Had they ever done anything but single tours?
Yeah, it was
Not
all
that I'm aware of.
Well, hold on now. I
There
could
was
be
a
wrong on
thread a
this.
couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, regarding. No, it was actually last week. There was a thread in Kate Silvis, stating that they are leading towards doing strictly group tours, but they also can still do solo tours.
Right, but the Firecracker tour
Yeah.
was their first group tour, correct?
Correct.
Well, hold on. Are we correct about that? I could have swore one of them had said on a live that somebody was asking, maybe it was Witness, and if I'm wrong, just retract all this, forget I ever fucking said it. But somebody had asked Witness about like memories from, like what was your favorite this about a tour, what was your favorite that about a tour, and I could have swore on one of them he had mentioned a group that they took through, and that
It may have been 2 people. I think I remember
Yeah.
watching the video. There was
people.
2 people.
It was 2 people. You're correct, Melissa.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So this was their first 4-person tour for sure.
You just went full robot.
I did.
Melissa. Yes, it was awesome. It was full robot.
Oh, that's great. I love it. But yeah. And I want to touch on something that Courtney said. She said, "At least it's not scripted like MM. You can always tell it's genuine questions and answers for the most part, comparatively." Absolutely. With MM, like even if you did not like certain aspects, you weren't allowed to touch on those things. You had to give them praise and just fucking suck their ass during the whole after tour interviews and shit. And it was so scripted. And if you didn't say something, like you would have the mods in the chat being like, well, here's this, if you forgot anything that you're supposed to touch on, like it was completely scripted.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm addressing so they did maybe have couples like a 2-person tour before, but not in the same vein as this was. Like
No.
this year is the first year that they've started these lives and these panels and all this attention like they have that are going on during and before the tour, right? I don't know. I don't know what it was like before we came on the scene because, the world doesn't exist before me. It didn't happen. Like nothing happened before I became involved. It was irrelevant. I'm just joking. I hope that people are like taking these as voice clips to deep fake a video of me saying all these really asshole things about drugs and being an alcoholic and being a vampire and all that stuff. Well, so this was a first in a lot of ways, but they might have had multiple people before. But this was a first in a lot of ways where the contestants had this no connection, interaction, whatever. So they learn from it. Let them fucking learn from it. If they go on the next one and it is the same thing, then yeah, say, hey, you didn't learn from your mistakes. And then you can say, you guys are assholes for not learning from your mistakes. But you can't
Preach.
really say people are assholes for making a mistake because we're all fucking human and we all make mistakes except for me. So,
yeah.
God, you guys have
and it was the first. I agree. Like it completely was the first. And like when you first open up a business and
yes,
you like
Jesus, Foz.
What?
That Foz has put a Pink Takers comment. So now it's like immemorialized because we don't delete shit. So
Yep.
now
Oh
even
my
if
God.
live comments don't show up, he put that up. So,
Oh my God.
yes, please, Courtney, do. Because it's true. It is absolutely true.
Absolutely. Yep. And she has
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Button disease at the same time.
Yeah, so right now, like even though I'm 250, I only look like I'm not for 50 at all. Not close to 50 yet. Just old. I
You're
mean,
the
just
perfect
young
age
old.
for grace, and that's all that matters, right?
Well, I'm the perfect age for everybody, but everybody over 21, let's say, because if you can't buy me a booze, you can't. Whatever.
All right.
So
So with
is
that,
Courtney beatboxing? Is she making a house? Oh, Fire Trap remix. A trap remix. Okay. Courtney's doing the music back here for us.
all right.
I
So I
love
got
it.
3% on the battery, so I'm about to have to drop out of this anyway, and it's getting late as fuck. I do want to say,
Here
Sal,
too.
thank you for for coming on and spilling the tea, so to speak. I do hope that your concerns about what was or wasn't said during the barbecue got addressed.
Most certainly
Any
did.
Right on, right on. And anybody who was again questioning shit about him and Alessa, none of your fucking business. That's between them. Leave it alone. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Sal, I look forward to your tour. Probably
Thank you, buddy.
more. I look forward to yours actually more than just about any other tour I think they had planned this year.
Not
I'm
gonna be
really
doing it the
interested.
same way.
Well, I know I'm not going to know when it is.
And
I
you're not
will
gonna
be
see
looking forward
anything.
to see. What's that?
We're not gonna see anything, I thought.
No, you're not going to see anything live, apparently.
Oh.
And who knows what might change. I can't speak for CS, but things change every day, and I'm sure they're ironing shit out. They've said so in a couple of replies to people's questions about the new rules that they're still discussing some things, but they're not gonna do. I wouldn't think they would do these shows without any footage being shown to anybody, because then there's no way to generate buzz.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
they understand that if they want people to come, people have to get an idea of what Kata Silvas can bring to the table, and they can't do that without video. Will it be live though? Who knows? But regardless, when I see your footage, whatever I do see of it, I'm so looking forward to it. I hope you go the full 3 hours, dude. I know you can. Fuck what anyone else says. I had people hating on me. If there's people hating on you, fuck them. Prove them wrong.
Exactly.
Let it give you motivation.
Yeah, I agree, Megan. I agree because I didn't get to be in there hyping anything up during the last several weeks, but I did. But I do agree. I do agree that is a part of it. That hyping the person up, and watching them get into their heads, and it really is like an interactive experience for everyone. I'm not going to give any details away, but before Melissa's first tour, I got to interact with her a little bit about what she was feeling and what she was kind of experiencing, and to know that that's not going to be happening anymore is kind of disappointing.
It is.
That's kind of disappointing. So maybe they will. Maybe they will stop. And
Well,
Pink, I don't blame them for not doing any interviews, because there is a lot of fucking drama between these groups that has nothing to do with them, you know? And I don't think that they think any of us can be impartial, But I mean, maybe we can't be, maybe we can. I don't know. I can be impartial on anybody, and they will fucking drag me across the coals for this time after time. It's very hard for me to be impartial over Melissa, over Foz, over Karen, a couple other people. It's hard for me to be impartial over them because I have developed genuine relationships with them. But I will call them out for shitty behavior if I need to.
This is true. She's done it. I've heard it.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's that.
All right. Well, I'm out, y'all. I got 1%
All right.
left. So you guys have a good
Bye,
night.
Michael. Love you.
Have a good night.
Love you
Bye,
all.
Michael.
Later.
See, where else on Facebook and YouTube do you hear people say they love you to each total strangers?
Never.
I love you all. I don't.
You need to pull up with your like white van and your free Wi-Fi or free candy sign. You know.
Free Wi-Fi. That's how you get people in your van now. Free Wi-Fi. Murder
Right.
hornets inside. You guys all saw that Simpson episode, right?
No.
Yes.
Oh my God, the Simpson episode where they pretty much predict 2020.
I don't
there's
have
like-
cable.
Oh, you have
I
to find. You have to look at. You have to find it.
Get
Because it's
Hulu,
like-
girl.
Pretty much, they have like a virus, and then they're like, "Hey, that van over there has the vaccine," so they all riot against the van,
Yes.
and then a bunch of murder hornets come out like of the van, killer bees or whatever, come out of the van and start stinging people. It's like they predicted. There's some scary shit that the fucking I think the Simpsons got some deep state secrets, man.
Oh yeah.
And they're telling us everything in the form of a fucking funny cartoon that they just
Mhm.
like. That's my new conspiracy. Is the Simpsons are the deep state.
Totally.
Did you already go to bed and wake back
Oh,
up,
by the way,
Savannah? Savvy.
one more thing. Fuck your feelings.
Yeah. Fuck your feelings.
He was like, unmute your mic so I can say something. And I was like, oh, okay.
I was like freaking out a little bit because I didn't see his icon anywhere, and I was like, "How's he doing that?" I forgot.
He's mind controlling the fucking panel right now. That's what he's doing.
Yes, y'all gotta watch The Simpsons from beginning to end, over again, and just ferret out the fucking deep secret. We love to talk. I'm so sorry. I can't. I've been stuck home since March. I think March 17th was the last time I actually went to work. 16th.
Don't make me pull out my phone call logs.
So I've been stuck home for working from home since the 16th, with very little interaction with people outside of my daughter, my son, and my grandson, whom I love with all my heart, and my dog, whom I also love with all my heart. So when I get a chance to talk to other people, it's, a very joyous occasion. Savvy got to hear my grandson the other night, didn't you, Savvy?
Holly needs human interaction.
Yes, I do. I need human interaction. I talked to Savvy for a minute, and she got to hear my grandson say, "Bitch, better have my money."
Oh no, she did. Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I was mortified. I was like,
What
"I'm
was
so
her
sorry,
response,
I'm the
though?
worst."
What was her response though? I want to know. Oh my god.
You have to ask her what her response was. I don't.
Yes.
I don't tell what other people say. She says it was hilarious. He's like, and he wouldn't
Yes.
stop saying it either. He's such a foul-mouthed little child. I mean, but he's only like that at home. But he'll be like that when I'm on the phone. But he will not swear like that out in public. But no. But when he's home, he's just like a mouth. But I mean, Savvy did point out that she said something at my last live that I started swearing at her right away, and that's just who I am. So I mean, I am his Lala. So I was pretty embarrassed because it's like he's 7. He should be able to control that shit by now. He's not. It was real cute when he was 2. It was real cute when he was playing a matching game when he was 2. You know, one of those matching games, and it was a Star Wars matching game, Melissa.
Yes.
And he flipped one over, and it was R2D2. And he's like, "Oh, R2D2." And no, it was BB-8. He flipped one over. He's like, "Oh, BB-8." And he flipped another one over later that was BB-8. And he goes, "Another BB-8? Are you fucking kidding me?" And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh my
Like,
god.
you're
Oh
too-
my gosh.
No, it's bad.
Oh my
It's bad.
god.
That's
But he does it.
hilarious. though.
he goes to public school. Well, he did go to public school till this shit, and he does not swear in the class because I made sure, like, I was like asking his teacher, does he swear? And they're like, oh no, he's such a sweet boy. And I'm like, God, he's got a bad mouth here, but that's okay. That's okay as long as he does it here. I don't mind.
Oh, JM said there was never a group tour, just to
Yeah.
clarify. I don't know if he's referring to this last one, because technically, like, we went into this all thinking it was a group tour, and coming out of it, if this is what he's referring to, seriously, I don't think it was. It was, we were all separated. It wasn't like we were going into it as a group. We thought that we were going to be in it as a group, but we weren't in a group
You were
form.
separated from the get-go, right?
Pretty much. I'm just
Or
going to leave it as that.
You can't disclose that.
I'm just going to leave it as for the main events, at least we were separated for a majority of the time. So.
But we do know that.
Based on what we saw, yeah.
Oh, before July 3rd. Okay. Yeah. Then maybe I misunderstood then. I don't know. I've had so much go on. I can't even remember what I ate last night.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Foz puts up the weirdest shit. Just random, so it's so out of context.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's funny. So we'll just say anus. Everybody just type anus holes. Please don't.
Oh my
So
God.
there was a person on tour with
shit.
Brandon Vance.
I don't think there was. I don't think that was it. I think he went alone.
I thought there was a 2-person tour. Foz, wasn't there a 2-person tour that we heard about? Lala, Savvy, was there a 2-person tour that we heard about before? I thought it was Brandon and someone else.
Lala went alone. Savvy went alone.
Was a couple.
Marissa?
Marissa went alone.
Yep, Marissa went alone.
So there was no couple ever?
I don't think so.
I could have sworn there was.
When Mama and him married?
What?
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 I'm so confused. Megan, go home. You're drunk.
Same here.
I just had to put that up, Foz. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, then maybe it wasn't a legit tour and it was fake then. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. Probably.
I guess we'll have to ask Brandon Vance.
I don't know.
I could have sworn Brandon went alone too. That's what I could have sworn.
He had 2 tours, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Well, I
don't know.
I kind of believe Pink, because Pink is a little bit obsessed with it.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a
little bit. But she's my
CS fangirl sister, okay? Come on.
Yeah, but we love you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still so confused.
Me too. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to be Joanna.
Don't mind me. I'm from the great beyond.
Well, I would say, Marissa didn't show up. Okay. It was supposed to be Brandon Vance and Marissa, but Marissa didn't show up. Okay.
Okay, well then that clears that up. That gives them more of a reasoning that this is their first tour. And that they had their first big people tour, I guess, because I don't even want to call it a group tour. It was just a lot of people involved, and they need to be able to learn from things. That's how everything you do in life is a learning experience.
There is no clown college.
Exactly.
There is no clown college for extreme haunts. So
exactly.
You just gotta.
I want to go to clown college.
They can take. I mean, isn't going to extreme haunts like clown college? Aren't you just preparing yourself to work in the circus later?
I have a bachelor's degree in clown college. Okay, guys, I know everything.
Well, then
there is to know
you're
about.
there. You just need to get your
Yeah.
PhD.
You're
And
right.
you are on your way to being a clown. You got wigs
Sorry,
now.
sorry, Savvy. Oh my goodness.
Is there many locations for clown college, Melissa?
Is there what?
Many
Is there many
locations,
locations?
like different
They're all
campuses.
they're hidden in the woods. You know, you got to go find them.
There's one
Go
up
take
here
a
in
walk.
Hump Tulips, Washington.
Oh, really?
Hump
Ooh.
Tulips.
Hump
The name is
oh,
Hump Tulips.
okay.
It's the
So
weirdest
like
fucking name.
possum and grapes.
What?
There's a town in Arkansas called Grapes and Possums or Possums and Grapes.
What?
Possum grapes. That's what it's called. Possum grapes.
What?
Oh my god.
That's weird. Yeah, there's oh my god, there's a place there's a road in Hump Tulips. Fuck, I gotta find it. You guys talk. I'll find the name of it. Oh my fucking god, it made me laugh so hard. So Hump Tulips is on the way from my house to Forks, where Twilight is set. The book Twilight is set. It's not where it was filmed, but it's where it's set. And so on the way there is a town called Hump Tulips, and it always used to make us laugh really hard going up to anywhere when I was younger, because Hump Tulips is fucking funny, right?
So savvy.
And then there's a McNutt Road in Hump Tulips. McNutt. I do know Edward Cullen. Personally. I'm a 250-year-old vampire. I told you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know all
Just
the
an
vampires.
FYI, I hate freaking clowns. Just an FYI.
I don't hate clowns. I'm not afraid of clowns. I'm not afraid
I'm afraid of the demon
anything.
clowns. Those are the
Since
things I'm
Savvy is
afraid
here,
of.
I should probably not say I'm afraid of
Yeah, I probably should not
golden
have said that
retriever
either.
puppies. Or
It's
or
probably a
being
mistake on my part.
being hand-fed grapes. I'm terrified.
Nicki Minaj is where your fear of clowns stem from. What the? Oh my god, that's hilarious as fuck right now.
So my brother is terrified of clowns. He's like the middle child. He's terrified of clowns. And when he met his current wife, like she had been talking to my mom a little bit, like kind of remotely, like, and they were planning to meet. She's a great lover. And my mom told her about her fear of clowns. And when they were going to buy their first house, they weren't married yet today, but they're buying a house together. And she was saying, I need to go to the storage and get all the like stuff from my grandma's, if we can store it up in the attic. And he was like, oh, what kind of stuff? And he's like, no, she had a clown doll collection, just fucking with him. And he's like madly in love with this girl. Could you imagine just like being,
God.
oh fuck, she's gonna bring clown dolls into my house, but what do I break up with her? What do I do? But we always do shit when we go on like family vacations. We went my dad's memorial, we went up to Port Townsend up here, beautiful place. And I went to one of these little like antique, like thrift, like secondhand stores, like out in the boonies, just like you just see this house with a bunch of shit in it, right? And they're selling it. And I found this little clown doll. And so we kept just like placing it in different like Elf on a Shelf, but it was like just the clown wherever, not on anything. But so we would just place it places, and we put it like at night before he went to bed. We just put it in a chair in the corner of the room, so he couldn't really see it until he got into bed. Oh my god, he screamed! It was so good. So we like scaring people. I just don't like being scared.
Well, I've never scared somebody, so I don't know.
Hey, Savvy, have you ever seen? What was that?
I said I'm a pranker, but go ahead.
Yeah. Savvy, have you ever seen the Little Apple dolls? Has anybody seen Little Apple dolls?
No.
Oh, Little Apple dolls are great.
Oh, porcelain apples.
What the hell
Porcelain
is that?
clown. That's what I just said about my brother's.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, my brother's like wife said he had porcelain clown. She had porcelain clown dolls. collection from her grandmother that she needed to store in the house. He was like, nah. But no, little Apple dolls are these little. They have like they have this story behind them. They're very creepy. They're porcelain, and they have like no mouth, but they have eyes, like black eyes. My daughter
Oh my
has a little
God.
collection of them, and I used to scare my daughter. All the time. That's why I think she's so weird now, because I used to scare her so bad. I was a horrible mother. But we're very close now. She adores me and I adore her, but I think I fucked her up. I'm just saying.
I mean, at least you admit it, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I fucked her up. I'm pretty sure I did. But I used to like, I had this like cockroach, this like plastic cockroach. I don't know where I got it from. I used to collect weird things on my little acid trips. So I had like this plastic cockroach, and I used to like, when she was in her car seat, I used to put it, and it was the old car seat that had like the thing that came over the head, like old like roller coasters have, like the thing that came over and buckled down like a, not just a 5-point harness. But anyways, and I would put it on her leg, and she couldn't reach it to knock it off, and she would just
Oh
sit there and
boy.
scream, "I'm horrible. I'm awful." You guys, I'm so glad she's grown and you can't call CPS on me, because like, it was retro CPS. Be like, is there a way to report somebody for after the fact of abuse? So they
Oh
belong
my
in the trash on
God.
fire as we whisper a curse into it. Well, my brother feels the same way about clowns. He does not like clowns. And when my daughter was born, I was 21 years old. And I got her this bright red metal crib because it was just like rad. And then I got her the bedding I got her was all black and white and red, like primary colors, but they had clowns on it. And I was not ever afraid of clowns. So like, why would I worry about it? And he walked into her nursery. He was like, "What the fuck, Holly? Why would you do that to your child?"
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, "I'm sorry."
Thank you, Jan, for clearing that up. Thank you.
Oh,
that's good to clear up.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so as we said, oh, sorry. As we said, there is no clown school college for it. So this was the first time they did something like this. They had way more actors than they ever had, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just, shit happens. I really don't believe Alessa or Alexi should have been on her tour. I'm not quite sure about Taryn. I didn't see him behave in any way inappropriate, but because she had direct drama with Alessa, I don't think she should have been allowed on there. But I haven't seen any of that either. But I think that them being there got into her head. Does that make sense?
That makes
So
sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Him and his bong are still awake. He hasn't told me to cut it off yet, but I'm sure he will any minute. We're not doing 7 hours, guys. Though I will say our count has stayed up above 20 this whole time. So, I mean, yes, Foz, he did spit, though. He did spit, but he's not the only one that spit. Am I correct, Melissa, or
That
am I
was
wrong?
cleared up though. That was cleared up.
Right, he did
Taryn
spit and he
cleared
did
that up.
apologize. He does
Yes.
he does regret that. He does absolutely, but from what I
But
understand, he wasn't the only one.
did
But you guys can
yeah.
understand too. It's kind of in that they've been spitting this whole time, right? So like
Yeah.
they haven't ever stopped using spit or stuff in their tours. But I think they should during COVID. I really think they should.
I agree with that. I would agree with that.
Yes, I hope so too. Too, Pink. That's absolutely right. Yes, I do agree. I don't even want to be like near anybody, let alone have anybody spit in my face during COVID. I don't even want to be like 6 feet apart. I don't even want to be fucking fuck that. I want to be like, I want to have my walls of my home between me and other people. Fuck people. And it's not because I'm afraid of getting it, because I think I've already had it. I just refuse to, Foz will tell you, I refuse to go get tested because I'm like, I'm not leaving my fucking house to go have my fucking brain stabbed with a fucking cotton swab. If I get sick enough to go to the hospital, they'll test me anyway, right? So I'm just going to stay home and I'm just going to nurse myself back to health. And I did. And I didn't get in contact with anybody. I didn't see anybody. I hadn't seen anybody. I don't know how the fuck I would have gotten it other than maybe at a grocery store or something. Yes, pink. So go get tested, T. Go get tested. Because you want your brain to be probed by a... Oh, what happened to Sal? You want your brain to be probed by a cotton swab?
Hell yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm eating, so I muted my mic.
Is this true?
I have no idea. I didn't pay that close attention, to be honest, to like that, because I didn't even hear about that.
Well, I'd have to watch the video.
I heard about that too. I heard about that too. But I don't know if that's definite though.
I'll have to watch.
I'm sure Taryn could just clear that up anyway.
I mean, I would have to watch. I didn't see her spit, but I watched it over and over. But I was looking, seriously, I was looking at her neck. I mean, when I saw, because I saw the spit for sure the first time. I saw the cigarette near her face, but with the butt end to it. I saw Millie, I think, holding a cigarette face first to her, telling her to smell it. But I was looking for marks. I was honestly looking for marks. And I saw marks, but I didn't see the marks at the beginning.
Oh my god, yeah. I was reading the comments. After she spit the hair out, she kept like spitting. I guess because like the residue of the hair was still in her mouth, but she was indeed.
Oh. See, now it was all your hair. I thought some of it was her extensions that she was gonna have put in that were colored her color.
No, she didn't have any extensions in. I ended up.
No, I knew she didn't have them in. I know she didn't have them in, but they had. You could see that they have a. Was your hair pink and purple?
My hair was red. It shows as pink, I guess, because it fades to pink. And
Okay.
yeah,
Because it looked. I saw red hair for sure, but I saw pink and purple hair, which I thought was how she had her hair done.
That
Alexis,
dye. That dye at Walmart, when I went with her to get that dye, it was supposed to be red and blue, and it was red and blue in the picture that I have of before we walked in.
But it showed up
the
pink.
tour. Yeah, it just in that lighting and with the water and the sweat dripping.
So that's what I'm saying is there were extensions that were dyed to look like Alexis's hair, so that she would think it was her hair when they brought it in front of her face.
I don't know about that, but I know that Alexis sprayed that.
The video.
Yeah, Alexis sprayed that same dye in my hair beforehand.
Okay, because they show Taryn holding it with one hand and the razor with the butt end in the other hand, pretending to be shaving it, and then he holds it in front of her face and then shoves it in her mouth. So I thought he was showing her it because it looked like her hair, like it was the same colors, so that she would think it was her hair. Because they shoved hair in her mouth. I mean, when they were doing it across her forehead and on her neck, of course you know that that's fucking not, they're not. I mean, I'd know that they weren't going to get a bunch of hair off my neck and my forehead. But when he went on the top of her head, then he pulled that chunk down that he had been holding and shoved it in her mouth. So, I don't know. I think that I mean, I had to go back and look, Laura, because I don't know. Yeah, accidents can happen to you, but they also say, there's a waiver there. And part of those cigarettes being there are a mind fuck for the contestant. You can't have things be so fucking vanilla that you can't mind fuck them with anything.
All
You
y'all
know?
vanilla cones out there, come on now. Be chocolate for a change. I don't know.
Yeah, because they were like showing, they were like holding it up to her and saying, like, "Oh, doesn't this smell good?" You know, because she really wanted a cigarette, right? And
Correct.
they lit one up immediately after she quit. They
I
put a
feel
cigarette
like
in her mouth.
Yeah, I feel like the cigarette thing shouldn't be an issue. I honestly like
Right.
having cigarettes on site. I feel like that would just keep taking away and keep taking away. But
Yeah,
I can
that's
understand.
what I see is everybody watering it down to the point, or trying to water it down to the point where even the spitting, if there's no COVID going on, the spitting's fucking fine. It's fucking gross, but it's fucking fine. But you know what else is gross? Eating fucking bugs and fucking, we make out with people. They fucking spit in our mouths all the time. I know those are people we choose to make out with, but sometimes, but it's just like it just takes away from like the extremeness of it. And do we really want to just dumb something down to the point where it's what they should just, if they're going to do that, they should just open another boo haunt, right? Just be a fucking boo haunt. She wasn't. That's what I said. That is what I said, Pink, earlier. There would be an angry, angry, angry red mark if you put a cigarette out on someone. It's not just, even if you just bump into someone with a cigarette, you're going to get an angry red mark. But if you put a cigarette out on somebody, that means you're pressing into their skin with a burning ember. That is not only going to leave a fucking angry red mark, because all of those fucking, your body is sending fucking cells to fucking fight that injury, to fucking fight it and try to heal it, start healing it immediately. And so it's going to get angry and it's going to get red. There's going to be black from the ash in there. And but I know that the ash could be washed away with water. I didn't see her get water poured on her in that scene until after the supposed cigarette burn would have happened. So I didn't see that, but it would have been angry fucking red. We would have seen it when she was talking to Rhett. We would have seen it. I saw marks on her chin, welts. And cigarettes are not welts. Cigarette burns are not welts.
They do blister after time, but
They do. But okay, but they have spit in their mouth. They have spit in their mouth. They're not going to spit in your mouth. I'm sorry. I just date guys that like that, all right? I'm just kidding. Uh,
you're just painting yourself a bigger picture here, Holly.
yeah, I'm a freak. Like, you guys don't understand. Like
I
there's
don't judge,
probably
Holly.
very
I don't
little.
judge. I don't judge.
Yeah, I don't judge. Don't. That's okay. I don't care if people do judge me, because like my freak flag is out there flying high and proud. But the thing is I really don't care. People can say I'm fucking whatever they want to say. You can call me a whore. I don't give a fuck. But if I was a whore, I would make a whole lot more money. So just a slut, not a whore. So none of that stuff would bother me, to get back. But um what was I gonna say? So yeah, so whatever. No, I'm a fucking no, you don't understand, Tia. If somebody were to say, and when I was dating, this is gonna sound really bad, but because of what I do for work, it just like seems like whatever. When somebody asked me when I was dating, back when I was dating, somebody would say, "What's the kinkiest thing you've ever done?" And I would just sit there and think for the longest time. And I'm like, I don't even know what kinky means anymore. I've done so much weird shit in my life. Like, what do you mean? What is kinky? Like, people are like, did you make your boyfriend wear underwear? And I'm like, that's not kinky. That's not
What?
fucking
Not
kinky.
at all.
Panties.
Not at all.
It's not fucking kinky. I wear panties. What's wrong with it? Guys
Oh
can
my
wear panties
God.
if they want to.
I think
wouldn't
everybody
make.
has their own opinions on kinky.
Yes, they do. I don't know what kinky means anymore. I normalize
Oh.
sex. So I just say, Grace, if you're listening, I will not make you wear panties, all right? Unless you're into that kind of thing. I'm just kidding.
I'll behave here.
You don't have to behave here. There's no behaving. Foz is probably Foz. Pink. Do you? Okay. Never mind. Yes, I could make bank as a Tom. I do make bank as a Tom. I'm not a whore though. I guess I am a whore. We're all a whore for something. So Foz Foz was probably the first person that he was my first. Him and Karen were my first friends in this, and I said something in a comment on Truth or no, it was on maybe it was on maybe it was on fucking what's the name of that group that has become so irrelevant I can't remember the name.
The new group. What?
No, the old
Irrelevant.
group, the first group I was ever in, McCamey Manor Talk.
Rejects. Oh,
No,
Talk.
I was in Rejects first and then Talk. So it was either in Rejects or Talk. I made a comment, and he fucking screenshotted it and sent it to me with like the most horrified face emoji. You know, the horrified face emoji. And I was like, oh damn, was that bad? Like, was that really that out there? And he's like, yes. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. It was about consensual torture. And we've talked about this a lot, so.
Yes.
You're funny, Pink. You're funny, Pink. Quite honestly, I would love to do a tour, but I mean, you guys got to understand with the COVID bullshit going on, it's going to be very hard for me to take any time off work because ain't nobody working, so I got to work. So, Foz and his trickery. No, Foz is not a trickster. Foz is a good guy, so any of you people out there that say Foz is a troublemaker, he's not. He's not the troublemaker. He just runs with a bunch of fucking shit story. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. I imagine Mr. Foz has been awfully quiet. I wonder if he fell asleep. Did you fall
He
asleep,
was in the
Foz?
comments.
Oh,
It was
in
comments.
Revisited. I said that in Revisited. Oh, it was about nails and scrotums. So, and by nails I mean hammer nails. I do believe that. That's what it was about. Oh man! So it's forever there, huh? Because we don't turn you to leave.
Oh my goodness.
But it's okay. It's all right. I don't care. All right, guys. Anything else? I know. Thank you all. I want to say thank you all for keeping me company because I am very, very lonely here, stuck in my home all the time. I never see anybody. It's really dumb. So does anything? He's not dead asleep. He's talking.
He's talking.
Are you sleep typing, Pause? That's it for you. Anybody? You know, I got to tell y'all something that I don't know if you know, but you should. If any of you want to come on live and say stuff, all you got to do is contact me or Foz. Foz preferably because Foz is the one that runs this channel, but I, you know, if he trusts me enough to come on here without him on there, you know, maybe he would do it otherwise. But like, and if we can coordinate it, we'll give you a voice. We got to know the topic at hand, and you've got to have you got to have kind of you got to have a direction that it needs to go, and then we just end up rambling like this. But in the beginning, there's got to be some kind of yeah, we do. It's kind of like just, you know, it's the after party. I mean, if CS won't do it, we'll still do it. So you just got to ask. You just got to. We'll give anybody a forum, even if we end up not agreeing with you. We'll give you a forum.
Thank you
That's
so much,
part of
Holly.
being civil. Thank you.
Wait,
Thank
what
you.
was
Thank
brought
you.
up? Hold on.
Absolutely.
Incent was brought up again in that hate group. Foz legit has never shared my private pictures. Just want to make that fucking crystal clear. Why are you sending Foz private pictures and not me? Like, that's rude. Jeez, even Melissa sends me the nudes. Oh my God. They're going to take that so out of context.
But I
I love it.
do. But I do.
You sent me nudes.
Yes.
You sent me all the nudes, all of them. And they were all just a nude palette of makeup that she was trying to try on. That's all. But she wanted me to choose which nude was the best nude to use on her makeup. That's all.
Oh my god.
It's a hole that keeps digging. And you're my sugar mama, you know. It's
I
just
am your
the
sugar.
list goes.
I am her goddamn sugar mama. I am. Fuck it.
Like, yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm just her mama. And
right.
my language, they talk about love language, right? And love language is how you need to be loved in order to be happy, like how people can show their love to you. And there's touch, there's time, like there's physical attention, quality time together, there's gift buying, there's words of affirmation, there's good deeds, that you can do and stuff like that. But there's also a way you express your love. And the way I express my love to people is trying to take care of them and trying to make them happy with not material things always, but like food. Like if I could cook for all y'all and just cook for you, if I could just live in a big house with a bunch of people and I could cook for them all day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'd fucking do it. I would cook.
As long as it's not seafood, I'm down with that.
Well, I would cook seafood, and you just couldn't have any. You eat what you eat, and you like it. You got
Right.
it.
I remember one of your very first comments, Holly, that you had ever made to me. Like, I mean, outside of talking about, getting to know you, I guess. You were like, I wish I could make you lunch and pack it up for you. And it was amazing. It was
I
freaking
always
amazing.
I make Thanksgiving dinner because my brothers won't let me cook Thanksgiving dinner because they're fucking assholes because they have to cook Thanksgiving dinner. So I go to work and I cook Thanksgiving for all the girls that work for me, and they always are like, "Can you just cook us dinner every night?" And I'm like, "If I could get paid to just cook you dinner every night, I would." Because I would totally do it. But you're coming over to eat. I make a fucking really good chef. But I mean, Foz is the chef, so I should probably shut up because he probably could cook a whole lot better than I can. But he does it for people, for strangers, all the time. So he probably doesn't like to do it at home. But so I eventually I guess I would be. But when people eat your food and they're just like, it's so good, it just fills me with joy. And when people are like just genuinely happy, you know,
Yeah.
it fills me with joy, especially the people I love. So I just want them to be happy. I know
Aw.
that's so contradictory to what is going on in a lot of things, but I do. I like drama. I do like drama because it's fucking, the truth is there in the drama. I don't like drama just for drama's sake. So like all this bullshit that's happening has just been to distract us from what? I don't know. But the truth is always in there. Yes, Pink, that is right. That is absolutely 100% correct. I got that automatic attachment to Melissa. I felt it instantly. I mean, I talked to Michael for maybe a few days before I ever talked to Melissa. And when I finally talked to Melissa, I think the very first time we ever talked was on the phone, right? We did talk in IM
Yes.
before that.
It was
And
on Michael's phone, actually.
yeah, and it was like because you were being protective of yourself, which you should be, and it was like instant. It was just instant. There was just something about it. her, and that's just how it is. And me and Foz too, me and Karen. But me and Foz, me and Karen fucking hit it off like gangbusters for like just immediately. And the same with Foz. You know, he came and told me his true identity and told me he was Mr. Foz because I posted something and revisited about Mr. Foz or about this YouTube channel, and he messaged me and we started talking, and he trusted me, and there was this instant friendship. And so I don't make that with everybody, but when I make it, I cherish it.
Oh, I love Pink's comment.
Yeah, she's
Melissa is
very.
the free spirit. Oh,
Yes, you are. You are a free spirit.
That's very sweet.
The truth is out there. Okay, everybody, though, I am sure Foz is fucking exhausted and he's like falling asleep and just not telling me to get the fuck off the live.
all right.
I think he finally, you know, because I'm on here, I can shut it off.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe in live. Maybe.
I am a kind person, but I don't take shit. Yeah, I don't fucking suffer fools. And
Oh no.
and when people treat you like you're stupid, that's the worst. So
Yeah.
I don't like being
Totally.
treated like I'm stupid. But anyway, I do hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you, Sal, for coming on and sharing
You're
your
welcome,
story.
Holly. Thank you for having me.
I still want to say, and I don't know if he's watching, but maybe not, maybe so. Jay Janer, I sent you a text message or a Facebook message, probably went to your message request like several days ago. I would love if you would read that and get back to me. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. I know I'm a chatterbox, but that's why I get the big bucks. So
That's why it's fun.
yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty.
All right. I'll
Alrighty,
talk to y'all
guys.
later.
Love you
Ciao,
all.
guys.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.